Sessions live on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms. It's the #1 destination to learn about snowmobiling, network with other sledders, and have an awesome time doing it. We'll meet other snowmobilers that share your passion and show your fan photos along the way. Snowmobile Sessions Live. Enjoy the ride.
Good evening, everybody. We're here with Amy Gregorio. She's a longtime fan of the channel. She's in our Snowmobile Sessions group chat on
Behind
Facebook.
the bar.
So I'm really excited to have her on board here tonight because she's been for years involved in the Shires Sno Run for breast cancer and is a hilarious person. When you run into her at trade shows, heydays, she's out and about everywhere. There's snowmobiles, you'll find Amy. So welcome aboard, Amy. Glad to have you on.
Thank you guys for having me. I super appreciate it.
No problem. We got a few people in there and excited for another night of Snowmobile Sessions. Yes, we are excited about another night. So yeah, I was just saying to Amy off the air, we've had our weeks of technical difficulties on my side and the guest side. And tonight I said, we're going to go off without a hitch. It's going to be a perfect show from start to finish. And then I didn't hit.
You got to manifest it.
Exactly.
And then he starts the intro and he forgets to hit go live, which is why on your end, Amy, it repeated.
That's okay.
Well, I didn't forget to hit go live. I never had go live pop up before until now. So it's always just gone as soon as I selected it. The screen
Let's go crop
it goes.
pictures.
So,
Holy crap!
But yeah, it's pretty good. So, Amy, you've been snowmobiling for a few years.
Yep. Then if you're going to ask me how many years, that means I'm going to tell you, and then you're going to kind of guess how old I am.
I don't do
that. Probably over 20 years now. So yeah.
That's awesome. So
I know.
You're 22.
Yes, 22. Started right out of the womb, pretty much. Yeah. I wish I could say that. I did ride when I was really little, I think. My dad had a sled for ice fishing way back in the day. I did have a helmet way back in the day. It's since gone, but yeah. But no, I did start about 20 years ago when my dad and brother bought me a snowmobile for Christmas one year and surprised me.
So what sled was it? Do you remember?
97 Formula 3 600 greasy triple.
Are you serious? That's what your starting sled was?
That was my starting sled.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yank your arm
I think
off,
you guys have a picture of it somewhere probably. But yeah that was my first sled.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Start on a greasy one, why not?
Oh, I know. And then everything.
And then everything else is just better from there, I guess.
Well,
I remember selling that sled to a kid, and he wrapped it around a tree like 20 minutes after he bought it.
Oh my God! Yeah, they're pretty quick. They're pretty quick little sled. I was gonna say it's probably not your worst sled you've ever owned. I'll tell you that.
No.
You know, they rode rough as can be. So you're.
Oh yeah, I don't even know how I could do. I don't even think I could do it now. My back wouldn't let me.
You ATV too, right?
A little. Well, I don't own one. I just get to go out on rides with friends. So
that's cool. You do the Shires ATV ride, right?
I do one of them. Yes, I have done the tracks for breast cancer ride, and then I've done the mud ride for Kelly as well. So yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm just going to turn my focus on how long have you been involved in the Shires Sno Run?
This will be my 12th year with them. Yeah.
Right on.
So I think it was 12 years.
And do you have a number? Like, are you proud of the money you raised? Do you have a number like I've raised to date so much money?
Yes, I don't have that offhand right this minute, but I can tell you that the foundation itself this will be their 27th year. It started in 2000, that they have raised over $9 million since 2000.
Holy cow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've done some work with the organization. They're all really good. Just explain again the advantage of Shires as opposed to going. I mean, it's good to donate anywhere, but the effects of your donation goes right to the foundation, not like other.
Yes, that's correct.
Elaborate on that a bit.
Yeah. So Kelly Shires Foundation is a volunteer-run organization. As I said, it started in 2000. The foundation is completely volunteer-ran, so everybody that's there fundraises for the foundation. Every year, they help around 500 people. The money that we raise stays in Canada and helps breast cancer patients that are currently battling the disease, whether they're male or female. Because there are men that can get breast cancer too. So guys, you got to check yourselves as well. The money, like I said, stays in Canada, and it helps people offset the costs of things that aren't covered by OHIP or benefits. Some people don't have personal benefits through work. So then they're just covered by their OHIP, and sometimes OHIP doesn't cover everything. So things like wigs, childcare, mortgage payments, transportation costs, hotel stays, glasses, a certain type of medication or something that might not be covered. That's what that money goes to. So it's not for research. It's actually for people who are sick right now that are currently battling the disease. So
Oh, that's great. Like it encompasses so many little areas.
yeah.
That's what I liked about it when I got involved a few years ago. It's really cool. And
Yeah.
what's the dates this year of that run?
February 6th, 7th, and 8th, and it is in Huntsville. They have it at the Hidden Valley Resort. And yeah, so it's coming up quick, couple weeks. I've already started packing. I already got my list started. I've started packing, pulling things out. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Ron Kesselut says, "Great cause puts the funds where they're needed most at the home."
Yep.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. So yeah, so we on average have between 100 to 140 ladies that ride because it's an all-female event. So if you are in the Huntsville area that weekend, you'll see a lot of pink and you'll see a lot of ladies out on the trail. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, and I get excited when I'm riding that area and I see the signs. They usually are up a few days after as well.
Yeah.
And I get excited
Yeah.
when I see the signs. So I gotta dress something like Drew and me are running around, scurrying around like little.
Yeah.
It's probably hard
Do your
Sorry,
thing.
sorry guys.
No.
to concentrate, but
We were in the shop working and we're filming videos with the same camera we use for the podcast. So then when an hour before the show starts, we run from the shop directly down here with all the equipment, lights included. It's just kind of like trying to get everything where it should be. I was like, why is it so dang bright? And I forgot our main room lights were on. It's all bad.
yeah. We're back in business. But I got a comment last week,
Yes.
and it's like, tell that kid to get off his phone the whole night or whatever. And it's like,
Stop texting or whatever.
he's running the show. Like, I mean,
Just the show.
yeah, he's like,
Because I'm a moderator, so I'm a moderator in the chat as well. So I
Yeah.
approve and unapprove of messages and stuff. I reply to people. It's how I monitor everything because we have a screen over here that does have the chat, but it's tied to the actual stream that you guys are watching. So it's hard for me to control anything through here.
because I've got it
So
here.
that's why my
so,
phone is on my
yeah.
desk in front of me.
So I just had to address that. I mean, I get where the guy was coming at because when you watch the playback, you think, oh man, he doesn't look like he's even engaging with the show. And then if you were sitting here, you'd know. And I mean, we got like autofocus going to manual focus and all kinds of stuff going on there. So I think it's looking
like
good
I'm
now.
mad right now because the camera's sitting on an angle like this and I can't fix it. I've tried. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to adjust the tripod. It won't go.
I'll just turn. I'll
yeah.
just turn.
It's
Whatever.
lean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody lean.
No, it's
Yeah.
very, very cool.
The
So-
point ski's gonna think his hot tub's sitting on a bad angle tonight or something.
Yeah, for sure. And we were only on the top chat. That one.
Oh
so,
my gosh.
Yeah, there we go. So we got lots of people. You want to do a roll call?
Yeah,
right
let's see
now?
who's in here so
We'll do
far.
a roll call and then we'll get back to the show.
Okay, I got as always a lot of familiar names in here. We got DD Doug P, Renegade X 850, Olive Garden Gnome 1576, Craig Dean 9279. We got Corey Brock in the chat, another one of our moderators, and
Oh, he'll throw you out.
yeah, he will throw you out. So play nice. Brian Lynn, who we'll have a story about him a little later on in the show. We have
Thank you, Brian.
major thanks to that guy later on in the show. Patrick and Kerry Shell from up at Sudbury's in the chat tonight. Arctic Mike 9145. That might be a newer name. The Point Ski $100 we already pulled up a message from him. Jacob Massart's in the chat tonight. Tim Weiss, Uncle Buck, and Ron Kestalut. So yeah,
for sure. If you're in the chat, put it up.
Tim Weiss says have another beer, it'll fix it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we're off to a good start. Everything's working great, so it's going to be a good night. I'm actually having this year has been a great year. I've been having a blast with the show. We've had some amazing guests, and last week was a lot of fun, and next week we got another home run, I think, coming up, and tonight's going to be great too. So, but yeah, how for people in the chat, do you want to you did send me your link. I gotta put it on the, I'll get Drew to put it on the chat.
What are we doing?
Yeah, Drew, I'm gonna put up there's her link there.
Yeah,
if you can post that in the chat.
Got it.
And yeah, absolutely. If anybody wants to help out Amy, support her ride, whether you want to throw her enough to buy a coffee or you want to give her a kick in the pants donation, anything's appreciated.
And then just off of that, anything $20 and over gets you a tax receipt. So
perfect.
bonus for that.
Well,
yeah.
Drew's getting that ready. I'm going to run the Koala Pieces spot. That's where the actual roll call is brought to you by. Here it goes. Tired of dealing with worn out carbines and scratchers that just won't scratch your itch? You deserve better. It's time to upgrade your ride with Koala Pieces. Koala Pieces is the leader in specialized snowmobile accessories, bringing you innovative products that solve the everyday problems we all face on the trails. From their durable, long-lasting carbines, Trailblazer ice scratchers, to their ingenious roller ski, Koala Pieces has redefined quality and performance. Have a taste of their specialized carbines at koalapieces.com and take your snowmobile to the next level. There we go. Amy's just getting the link ready to go. Oh, there we go.
No, that's the one I just tried. I put it in without testing it. Doesn't work.
Okay, so that one might not work if you click on it. Let me know.
It won't.
It won't work. Drew tried clicking on it.
Yeah, no, I can't.
But no, that's really cool. So tell everybody, what kind of snowmobile do you ride in this event?
Currently, I have a 2022 Polaris Indy XC650, and I love her very, very much.
Nice.
Very much.
Do you have a name for it? It almost sounds like you may have named it. When you call
that
her.
one, I have called her Trixie just because it's a Matrix, but that's just, I just call her that myself. I've never said that to anybody out loud. I just call her Trixie once in a while. I'm just trying to find this different link for you here.
I love that.
Yeah. Don't you name your sleds?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we do.
Every sled gets a name.
Now, are your sleds females or are they males? Do you call them hers or he's?
They've all been.
Or depends on the day.
So we started naming our first one we ever named was our 95 Formula 670, which we named Red Rocket.
Yeah, but the Grinch was
Grinch was our Formula E380.
Yeah.
We never had a name for the 550 or the 800. We didn't really do that. We didn't have them for long enough. They ever gained any sort of.
I had lots of names for the 800 Rev.
So they were just like a one night stand. You didn't even give them a name.
None I could repeat on live air. Our first 2000. We actually were telling someone this the other day. Our 2009 50 edition was nicknamed Fast Eddie because it was a sled I got my first speeding ticket on. Then our next 50 edition we had again was number 99 of 1,000, so we called it obviously the Great One. He had an 09 600 that looked like the cop sled, so it was white and black, so he named it Roscoe, like
Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Roscoe P. Coltrane, like Dukes of Hazzard. And then most recently we've just started going with the Bullwinkle thing.
Yeah, 2.0 and 1.0.
1.0 was like the 22, and then 2. It's a weird train. I always called mine the 2018. I always called it like Bullwinkle 1.5 because it was it was like after we already were off Gen 4, then we were back to Gen 4. And I think our new sled's gonna need a name. We like to ask people in the chat.
Yeah, and then Jacob Massart says he has Barney, so it's purple.
That's his purple. Yeah. 5.
It's exact. It looks exactly like your Formula 3 would have looked, but it's a 583 in it or a 670. So yeah. Oh, Amy's bestie is Arctic Mike.
Oh yes, Arctic Cat Mike.
Yeah, there you go.
And probably Matthew too. Matthew's probably watching. Hi, Matthew.
Very cool. Is it Deschamps? Is that their last name?
Mike Muschamp.
Muschamp. Yes, I love those guys. Yeah, we run into
Yep.
him on the trail all the time. He's the with the Autism Speak sticker. On
Yeah,
his
yeah.
Yeah.
We met with the Catalyst
Yeah.
in a couple
Yeah.
years ago, right?
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Like around here, if we ride, we run into those guys. all the
Every time that we head
Love
out
'em.
All
on
the
the
time.
rail bed
Yeah.
towards Blythe and Godrich area,
Yeah.
we always meet up because that's just like the same area that they are. We are always just crossing paths.
Sorry,
or
I got the name wrong.
Yeah.
I was close. I got the harmonics
Yeah.
right, just the wrong
Yeah.
order. I'll do that.
You
a
know
lot,
my
right?
sled, Gary. You
I
just
do
said.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah, they're awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, that you can't go by Arctic Mike without driving an Arctic Cat. So, yeah,
It'll be awkward.
yeah, for sure.
I don't think he would ever change to anything else. I could never see him ever changing to anything other than something that's green.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Hey, he's got no reason to change now. Arctic Cat's back.
No.
I can't wait to see what comes out in 27. I'm excited that the just everything Troy was saying on the show, on the air and off the air to us. It's 27 is going to be.
We know the Arctic Cat's is throwing around some coin, with buying up Widescape and doing a lot of expansions to their lineup just in the ATVs this fall and this summer. So it's going to be pretty exciting, I think.
Yeah,
what's coming on the slides. It should be cool.
Yeah,
it's always
It's always
cool
good when someone won't tell you really confidentially what's coming, and someone won't when it's that bad, like it's something big. So that'll be
super exciting.
Yeah, very cool. You've been Polaris for quite a while, though, right?
No, I started out Skidoo. My first 3 were Skidoo, and then I jumped ship and went to Polaris.
Yeah, that 650 though was awesome. Like I was blown
I
away
love
when
it.
I rode one. And we have one of our members, channel members, is he has a 650 cranky sled. So he's been trading off and back and forth sleds, and he bought a Sidewinder anniversary edition earlier this year, and he already sold it and got an Indy 650. So he's loving it, he said. So that's really cool.
Old 600 class sleds.
Yeah,
can't beat them.
No.
And
it's hardly a 600 class sled.
No.
Yeah, they got a little more power than I was expecting when I first brought it home. I was like, oh this goes, this is pretty good. I don't need an 800. I don't need an 800. I'm fine with my 650. I'm happy with it. It does what I need it to do. And they're great.
Yeah,
they're really great.
Yeah, and they ride good with the Walker Evans shocks and everything like that. So
I think a 650 with dynamics would be try.
Yeah.
Same thing. We've never tried even like a Skidoo 600 with any sort of upgraded shock.
Corey Brock says, "Bring DSG back to Canada. My wife loves that gear." Let's talk about.
I'd love to.
Yeah. Well, what's happening there?
We just don't have a Canadian distributor right now. So because we don't have a Canadian distributor, all of the logistics that go behind it make it really difficult. Now tariffs and duties and all that. You can still order online from their website. It will get shipped from the States. There's a chance you could get charged duties. I haven't been the last couple times, but you can still order. It's just not in Canada right now. I'm hoping, I keep praying that there's something that we can figure out, because we would love to be back here, because it's a niche market. It's a ladies outerwear clothing company. So like we can do extra small to 5XL, which is fantastic. We can help everybody in every size. So it's great.
Well, the best thing that Shannon, Corey's wife, was showing us is the pants with the flap on them. Like that's just genius, right?
Drop seat. I know.
Yeah. Very cool. And DSG.
And the other thing too, when you're short, they all have adjustable inseams too. So when you're really, really short, you're not dragging a ton of material behind you through the snow and chopping them all up when you're walking. So like you just snap them up. There's little snaps on the inside. So you can do from 28.5 inseam to 32.5 inseam. So it's great.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
DSG stands for something to do with females.
Doing something great.
Oh, doing something great. Okay.
Doing something great. Yeah.
I know it was female focus, and I almost thought it had something in there in the name, but no, it's
something great.
It's a great brand. So being a Canadian ambassador, is it harder now without having a distributor here?
A little bit, yeah. I've still been to a lot of shows and stuff. Not as many this year. There's just been some changes with things, but over the years I've done a lot. Like I've done a lot of shows with them, and we are known. Like some of our stuff is available at sale, but it's more of the hunting and ice fishing gear, because they also do that. They do hunting, fishing, and ice fishing. So that's kind of nice. Again, lots of options for ladies out there so that they can get get stuff. But yeah, it's a little bit harder for shows that because we're not able to be in Canada. But they still are. You'll see them at Novi. They're at the New Hampshire Epping Grass Drags or at Haydays. I was at Haydays.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
No, that's cool. Well, I was thinking it'd be neat if someone like Royal or Sale would be a great one for them
Yeah.
to take over, to get the brand in there. I wonder how, like, you might know the answer. What's the market, like product offering, market share like for their snowmobile clothing versus hunting? Like, is hunting probably a huge niche for them?
Hunting is a huge, yeah, hunting does really well for them. Like they did start off snowmobile gear, that's how they started off. And then they expanded into the hunting and then the ice fishing and fishing. Um, it has definitely like hunting has really taken over. There's a lot of ladies that hunt. Like it is all over the place. And so yeah, like especially in the States, it's very, very big in the States. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's the thing. If you look at the number of women that snowmobile, it's very low in comparison, right?
Yeah.
And
Compared to some, yeah.
yeah, like I mean, and it's sad to see that, but that's what I love the Kelly Shires Sno Run for that, is because the guys aren't involved. You have to take your sled, you have to unload it, you have to, you know what I mean?
No,
It's
no,
your,
you don't have to unload it. We
you
have the
should.
best
When I
grounds
do my
crew in
run,
the
it's
world.
When I when I do my run,
We have the best when I do my we have the best grounds crew in the world that the ladies can literally pull up, hand their keys out the window, and the great crew of guys will help you unload. They'll unload your trailer for you and
awesome.
park it so that we have everything like because we only have so much room too, so we need to make sure everything's in a really tight compact space. Then we just pull our sleds up into the compound and get ready to go. But yeah, no, the guys are there to give us a hand if we need to. A lot of ladies do it on their own, but it's one thing that if you're scared to come because you're scared to deal with your trailer or deal with loading and unloading, there's always somebody there to give you a hand. And our grounds crew is amazing. They do grounds crew and they also do trails. So they get everything ready for us. We're really lucky.
That's very cool. Well, that's the thing, and
Yeah.
that makes it more inclusive too. I was just all
Yeah.
kidding aside, right?
I
But
know.
you do have different categories of riders, right?
Yeah, we do.
Talk about that.
So we have a bunch of different categories. So we go from the hooter haulers, which are the ladies who get on and they go until they're there and they're back. They move pretty good. They're quick. Then the next team down is Dream Team, and we have a few of those. And it depends on how many riders we have too. There might be 2 hooter haulers teams and 3 or 4 Dream Teams. Then we have the Bosom Cruisers, sorry, Team Rock, which is the team that Kelly Shires actually used to ride on. Then we have the Bosom Cruisers, and then Team Turtle, which is quite self-explanatory. It's a little bit slower of a ride, not as long of a ride. And yeah, so we have all different riding abilities. You don't have to feel nervous if you're coming. If you want to come check it out, we have a spot to put you, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool. And that's the thing. If someone's thinking about riding, is it something they can get into this year, or do they have to wait till next season to kind of get involved?
Nope. Nope, I believe registration is still open. So yeah, you could. Now there is a minimum donation or a minimum amount you have to raise to be able to participate, which is $1,250. But if you're coming with a friend or as a newbie, you can tag on to somebody else and you only have to raise 500. But all of that money gets put right to the foundation. So you know, if we had lower like numbers, we'd probably have 1 million people come out. Well, the trails obviously couldn't take care of us on that kind of weekend. It'd be a little bit too crazy. So yeah, you have to raise a minimum amount to be able to participate. And then yeah, so people could come now because I checked this morning and registration is still open. So yeah.
Very cool. And then what kind of things do you need if you're planning on doing this ride? Like what, obviously a snowmobile, but is there any other prerequisites that you would recommend people being aware of?
We all stay. The event is held at Hidden Valley Resort, so you'd want to call and book a room. You'd have to. That's on your dime. It's something you have to pay for.
Yep.
When you come with your when you raise your $1,250, what's included in that is a Friday night meet and greet where we all get together and party and have fun. Saturday morning breakfast, Saturday lunch, Saturday evening gala dinner, and then a Sunday breakfast as well. That's included in your $12.50. So you're pretty much looking to get a hotel. You need your snowmobile. You need valid insurance. You will need a trail pass for that weekend. If you're not going to ride for the whole season, you do need it for that weekend. Obviously, a helmet, insurance, all your other good stuff. You don't really need a lot. We do say we love to see pink, but you are not required to wear pink. This year we do have a theme. Our theme is Kelly's Rock Stars.
All right,
So
on.
you'll see a lot of us will be dressed up on our Friday night or our Friday night meet and greet where all the newbies come out, and we'll all, as a team, we all dress up with crazy things. So it'll be interesting to see what we have this year. I'm sure there will be some crazy wigs and hair and, you know, fun rock and roll stuff. So that'll be nice. But you don't have to wear pink, but a lot of people do, just because, you know, we paint the trails pink when we get there. So yeah.
Very cool. Here's a great question from Uncle Buck. He says, can cash donations be made if we run into the group on the trails?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just be ready to give us your information, because if you give us $20 or more, like I said, you can get a tax receipt. So he could absolutely, if he saw one of us on the trail, he could totally throw money that way, and we can get it to the foundation for sure.
Did you actually send me the new link? There you go.
I did.
I
did send it to you.
I'll get
See if
Drew
that
to
one
pop it.
works.
I'll get Drew to pop it.
No,
up
it's
there.
still giving me just an error when I try to open up the link. Yeah. Look at this, Dad.
Can you copy
you
it
go to
and put
the
it into Safari?
That's what I did though, to put it into the chat, but let me just try
Did
that.
anyone try it in the chat?
I tried it
up
right
above?
from the chat.
Did you? And it
If
didn't
it's
work?
not working for me, it's not.
Very
Just try it.
strange.
Let me just try something here.
Because I was very fortunate. I had somebody sponsor me this morning, and they used that link, so it should be working.
Oh, wild.
Probably Shires.
There's another option too. You can go to breastcancersnowrun.org. There's a button that you can click that says donate. You scroll down and it says sponsored participant. You can pick anybody on that list. My name's also on that list. And then you can click and go from there.
Sorry about that. Keep going.
Yep. And that's it, pretty much.
Oh, so breast cancer.
Breast Cancer Sno Run. Yeah, snowrun.org. And then there'll be a spot at the top that says donate. If you click on that.
Is that right on the screen there? Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
Perfect.
That's right.
Hit there and then search up for Amy Gregorio and you'll see it. Tim says, what about volunteering? Are you looking for volunteers?
That's a great question. You can email info@breastcancersnowrun.org. I believe it is. I'd have to double check that one, just if it's .org or .com. They usually do look for volunteers. I'm not sure that's not anything that I help out with. So emailing the foundation themselves, going on breastcancersnowrun.org, or even going to kellyshiresfoundation.org, and then emailing the info, like looking for info there, because there is a drop down for volunteering, because they do look for volunteers for different things. I don't know what they're looking for this year. I haven't asked about that yet, but we're always looking for, people to help out with various different things. So
now also too, if I wanted to get a wig and put it onto this guy and he identifies as a female, can he run the snow run?
No, he can't. Unfortunately. You could try. You could come and dance with us in the morning, but you can wave as we leave. But
perfect.
What about the party on Friday night?
That's right.
Party on Friday night is for ladies only. You can come to the Saturday night dinner though.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I laughed when you was laughing to myself when you were saying about you don't have to wear pink, and I'm thinking all the pictures. If you didn't wear pink, you're gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
I figured it out. The link now works. It'll take you to this page on the website where you can donate.
Okay, so post it up there.
Thank you. Thank you.
You got it perfect. He's got her there.
You're the best.
When I see it pop up in a few seconds,
you have to clear this out.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Oh, you don't know how this works yet.
Just fly low. Where hit that?
You hit clear to get rid of it. Now you scroll down.
No, there it is. So this is the one that's going to take you there. Guys in the chat can just click that link and away you go. And then after the show, I'll put it.
Tim Vice says, I want to see him in high heels. If I went into high heels, I'll look like that clip from Family Guy where Peter's in the stilettos. Like, I'm not, no.
Doesn't he have fishnets on too? So don't you need? I think you need to add fishnets to
Yeah, I
that.
my
think
God.
so. We'll just dress him up
Yeah.
anyway, whether he's ready to go or not, right? Um,
Yeah.
Tim Druin says, "Greeting, ladies from Oxtongue Lake." That's right up
Nice.
there.
Hello.
Yep.
Yep.
How many kilometers is the run, the snow run, the ride?
Every year it kind of changes. It just depends, obviously, on what Mother Nature gives us. 150 to 200 kilometers. Again, it just depends. There have been years that we haven't been able to, with us being right at Hidden Valley, we're right on Penn Lake. So we're right beside Deerhurst. And we go out Penn Lake and go across. There have been years that Penn Lake hasn't been frozen. So you can't go across. That was only one of the years that I've been there. And we were very grateful that the ski hill right next door actually closed the bottom of one of the ski hills to let us all sneak out, but then we all had to come back on the road, which was a little bit dicey, but it worked. Yeah, normally when we head out, we get about 150 to 200K in if everything goes as planned with the weather.
Very cool.
We have some amazing clubs that help us out too. So we are very grateful for everything that they do up into us coming. They spend like the entire week, morning, noon, and night, blood, sweat, and tears, trying to get the trails ready for us. And we are so grateful for them for all the work that they put into it. Because without them, we couldn't do it. There's been a few years that it's been a bit dicey, but they make it amazing for us. We're very grateful.
Oh, for sure. And it's very well signed too, with your own little
Oh yeah.
signs. So people doing the
Yeah.
ride, if they
Yeah.
do get separated, they won't really get lost to that degree.
Yeah.
So you start in Huntsville, Peninsula Lake. Do you go
Yep.
Dorset way or do you go Kearney way most times, or does it really?
Kearney Way.
Oh,
Yeah.
right on.
Well, again, years ago we've done Dorset and Dwight, I believe it was. Most recently we've done Kearney, and we go to the community center there. That's where we stop and have our lunch as a group. And
Right
then we
on.
all kind of stage up again, and then we take off in groups again to head back. Yeah. So yeah, we do a couple stops on the way too to get some photos and just take a minute. So yeah, it's great.
And everybody's there at lunch, so even the slow people, everybody waits to catch up, and then at the
Yeah, like
halfway.
everybody's together. There is one team that doesn't do as long of a ride, so they go elsewhere for lunch. They do a lot shorter of a ride, just for those people who don't want to be out as long. So they go somewhere else. We don't get to see them until we come back that night, and we have dinner together with them. But yeah.
Very cool.
Mhm.
I'm just looking at what's going on because that's chance activity. There we go. Amy has to loan me some paint. Christy Carson says.
Always
Is
does.
Christy
Yeah.
doing it this
Hi,
year?
Christy. No, Christy's not. Christy and I are doing a ladies ride this weekend though. It's the DB Power Sports ladies ride that is in kind of my area. It's starting in between Durham and Varney, and actually two of the ladies that are putting that ride on, Madison and Kristen Bryan from DB Power Sports, they're actually going to be at Kelly Shires. So yeah.
Very
Very
cool.
nice.
But Christy's going to be at the DB Power Sports ride with me this weekend. Yeah.
That's awesome. How many riders, I don't know whether you mentioned that, but how many snowmobiles do you have running in the Kelly Shire Sno Run typically in a year?
Well, sometimes anywhere between 100 and 140. We have all of our groups. We have a leader and a sweep or an anchor, however you guys want to name it. So all of our teams are all ladies, and then usually we've got a dude at the back to give us a hand if anybody puts it in the rhubarb or has a breakdown or anything on the trails. Hey, it's happened.
Oh yeah.
And then we're also really fortunate too. Some of the guys that ride with us, we've also had ladies that are OPP. So we've had some of the men ride with us, and we've had a few OPP ladies as well from the Save team that ride the back for us. So you got to make sure you're following the rules, because you don't want those guys to get mad at you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Is there any, like, obviously you get some people that register for this that probably are borrowing a snowmobile from somebody, or
Yep.
their husband maybe fix them up something to take on the ride. Do you guys check over sleds when they go in to make sure that it's safe and they're running? And like, if it's a case where there's OPP there, what if someone brings a snowmobile with a can on it?
So we have had a few louder sleds, nobody's really said anything about that. No, they're not checked over. You're kind of responsible for that. You want to make sure, even when you get there too, they want you to fuel up and have oil and make sure everything's good to go. We've had a few years when a couple years ago it was -40 and we had a few sleds that wouldn't start. Yeah, we actually pushed our start time to about a half an hour later in the morning in hopes that the sun would come up and bring a little bit of heat. Yeah, we had a lot of sleds that year that just did not want to start. We had battery packs on them. We were trying everything, and but no, we don't have anybody that checks anything over. You're kind of responsible for that. You want to make sure you've got everything going and you're good to go, and that you come fueled up and ready to ride. At lunch, they will top us up with fuel. We do have people who donate fuel, which is cool. I'm not sure exactly who does that or how that all gets put into that, but our grounds crew guys meet us at lunch. They restage us, and then they'll go around with gas cans and fill anybody up that needs a little top up, because you can't really have 100 of us stopping at a gas station. I
Yeah,
don't
you
think
drain 'em out
the
pretty
locals would love us for that. Yeah,
No.
we drain them out pretty fast and it would take forever.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're very fortunate that way. So
Yeah,
yeah.
we did that on a group ride a few years ago when 20 of us or more pulled into a gas station up in what was that place on the way to North Bay?
Oh my god! With the big trout.
With the big-
It's Trout River is the actual
yeah,
name of the
it's the
settlement.
walleye, the pickerel.
No, it's
is it?
it's in a massive trout.
Is it a trout? I thought it was a walleye or a pickerel, but man, oh man, like we actually got the dirt out of the bottom of that tank, I think.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
remember we pulled up. They said, "Hey, do you have enough gas?" I forget who went up out of our group said, "Hey, do you got enough gas for like 18, 20 sleds?" And they said, "Oh, we might have enough premium." And then at that point, I think I just drove my sled right to the front of the line, cutting off the whole group. I was near the back, and I'm like, "No, I'm putting
Oh, man.
premium in my sled."
And there's
Yeah,
there's other
premium.
people from the community there towing their sleds in out of gas, and it's like, get in
Martin
line.
River.
Yeah,
At-
yeah, that was
in
wild.
the-
Yeah.
yeah, it was Martin River was the place.
So yeah, we get that for sure.
They're happy to see you come because they're like, yay, money. And then they're like, oh, we have nothing now until the next truck.
Yeah.
Is this
Is
it?
there different when you say 150K, if someone wanted to sign up and not do that long of a distance, is there shorter loops?
Yep. There's I believe it's the Bosom Cruiser team that does a shorter loop, and then they do a different lunch area. For some people just don't want to go that long. So they're back quite a few hours before us. We leave between 8:30 and 9 o'clock in the morning. We stop for lunch 12:30, 1 o'clock, depending again on if there's any issues on the trails while we're out. And then we're usually back around 4:30 or 5 o'clock. They're usually back around 2. So they definitely don't have as long of a go as we do.
Well, that's good then. That's something for everybody.
Mhm.
Keeps it
Yep.
again, like I said, it's kind of
Rock
kind of
pine.
inclusive, right? That
Yeah.
was a
And
fun
yeah.
that was a fun day. Porter Lepoinski says, and yeah, Corey Brock says rock pine.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Yeah,
How does
yeah. Oh, he remembers everything. Do you have
doesn't remember us
Yeah.
when he's going on snowmobile rides, but he remembers that we went to the friggin' Rock Pine Motel.
Tim Weiss says, do you
Stole
have
their
tech
gas.
support on the rides, like when you're out on the trail?
So our sweeps or our anchors that ride with us are usually pretty well versed in snowmobiles and what needs to be done if something happens. We also do have like a go team that if somebody has a breakdown or somebody's had enough for the day or they're having issues of any type, they'll come with a trailer. We'll meet them at the nearest road crossing. They'll pick up the trailer, take them back. And yeah, so we do have the behind the scenes go team that helps out with that if anything happens, and things do happen. We've had issues before. We had somebody, it wasn't a year that I was there, it was just before I started. She borrowed a sled from somebody. She had the parking brake on and she left with the parking brake on. Poof.
Yes. Yeah,
Poof on the
tend to
trail.
burn up.
Poof.
They tend to
They
burn
tend
up
to not
Yeah.
last long with the parking brake
Yeah.
on them.
So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
so
too
that's
bad.
another thing that gets mentioned too is everybody make sure your parking brakes are off before we leave. That does get mentioned. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, do they like that? That might be something, another spin on it, but do they offer like a pre-ride maintenance course, or hey, how to change your belt, or how to check the
No,
oil or?
no, they haven't done anything like that. Because usually most of the people that come either are like avid snowmobilers or they're ladies whose husbands have them all ready to go and just send them on the way. Some of the ladies actually that come, they come to the Hidden Valley Resort, which is where we are, and then their husbands either go to Deerhurst or like drop them off, and then the guys go somewhere else, and then at the end of the weekend they meet up and go home together.
Yeah,
So
very
yeah,
cool.
usually that's how it. Yeah, usually that's how it works.
Yeah, I've heard that where the guys do their own ride thing
Yep.
and you know, and then they at the end of the weekend it's all good. Everybody has fun, you know. So
Yep. And then
um,
sometimes they'll meet up at the very end and do another day or two and go more North Bay or wherever they're going around. Yeah.
yeah. As a personal ride, where's your favorite places to ride? Like, what's your best trips you've been on?
Um, I love being up there. It's beautiful. It's a different world. It's so nice up there. Like I love my trails here where I live. They're beautiful as well. They're just different. We have a lot of farm fields and stuff like that. So being in the bush in the Muskokas, or even like I've been over Halliburton Way and stuff, also stunning. All the trees. You're in the bush forever. Like you feel like you're in there for like a half an hour before you come out to a road crossing or an intersection or anything like that. So it's always nice to be. I love being up in the bush. It's so nice.
Yeah, and the rock and
Yeah.
everything is so different
Yeah.
from what we're used
Yeah.
to, right? As far as the,
Yeah.
like you said, the open fields and stuff. Every place has its unique, you know,
Yeah.
views and vistas, but it's yeah, in that area is it's pretty special, that's for
Like
sure.
when you're in the Muskokas, you don't necessarily see cows.
No,
In my
well, smell
area, you
them.
might see cows
Or
or
smell
smell
them.
them. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's sometimes you get that first before you see them, you smell them. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. No, it's a neat area as well. That's for
Yeah.
that's I love riding that area, although the snow is hit and miss over the last few years. But
Yeah.
how many years have you missed it? Like there, did it go during COVID? You had a little bit of a different
Mm. We had we
format.
had 2 years during COVID that we had like virtual, so you could just ride around home. We still raised money because the foundation's just because there's COVID doesn't mean cancer stops.
Yeah,
So we still did our fundraising. We did everything. We just did a virtual. We did like kind of like this. We got together on a Zoom call and had some fun and had some little ceremonies and awards and sent in photos and things like that. But yeah, so for 27 years, there were only 2 years that we didn't get together as a crew because of that. Yeah.
Amy
So
left a comment, says,
yeah.
"So proud of you, Amy. Love mom and dad."
Hi, mom. Hi, dad. They'll be watching from home.
That's awesome. And
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. My parents and my boyfriend, I'm very grateful. They're very supportive and help me with a lot of stuff behind the scenes with fundraising and things like that. I'm very grateful to have such a awesome support system. So couldn't
that's
do it without them.
very cool. Iron Moose says, "Hats off to the foundation. My sister's going through breast cancer treatment at the moment. Great to see people giving back."
Sending good vibes her way.
Yeah, for sure. My wife has colon cancer and she starts chemo
Mhm,
on Thursday, so we don't know what to expect with that one.
mhm,
But
mhm.
it's thrown a wrench in our sled season, that's for sure. But we're gonna keep going as
Yeah.
much as we can, that's for sure.
I'm amazed about how many people I've met over the years who really open up and tell you things, whether it's breast cancer or any type of cancer. Some of the stories you get, it's funny. A person I don't even know, and I'm standing there hugging them and crying with them, and I might never see them again. But this has really opened up a different world for me to meet people and things like that that are going through things, and sometimes it's a small world. It really is. So. Yeah.
How did you get involved? Were you friends with Kelly or did like
No, I actually Kelly passed away in 2004, so that was before I started. I had seen it at Toronto Power Sports Show for years and years and years and years, and I never had anybody to go with because I didn't. I always rode with guys. I never had any girls to go with, and then I had somebody reach out to me and say, "Hey, have you seen this?" And I said, "Yeah," and she said, "I'd love to do this, but I don't have anybody." And I said, "I'd love to do this, and I don't have anybody." So we went together, and then it's just kind of every year. It's just been a thing since then. So yeah, it's pretty. I can't believe it's been 12 years already. Like it's almost unreal. Like I look forward to it every season. It's the one time I pray that we have snow so that I can get out and do it. It's the coolest thing. We first thing in the morning, we have a moment of silence. Susie does a moment of silence, and we actually do a thing where everybody raises their hand for anybody that's been affected by cancer in any way, whether it's themselves, their friends, or family members, whatever. And to have that moment of silence and look around and see all the hands up, it's emotional. There's a few times that one gets me. I get a little teary eyed from that one, and then the next best part of the weekend, which also gets me really excited and overwhelmed, is when Susie says, "Ladies, start your engines." I can only imagine what the people on the other side of Penn Lake think when it sounds like a rocket ship ready to go off, when you got 150 sleds starting up all at the same time. It's got to be the coolest thing. I'd love to be over there, but I'm happy to be where I am and in the compound with all the ladies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And those two things that you mentioned are exactly what the others that we've had on the show that's done the Shires Sno Run have said the same thing. It's just a
Yeah.
tearful moment at the start, and then start your engine just kind of caps it off.
It literally, everybody knows it's coming and they're all standing there waiting, and whether they're pulling or pushing a button, it gets loud and it's amazing, and it is so exciting, and it's my favorite part. Yeah.
That's neat. They've really done a good job at setting it up and organizing it, and like you said,
Oh yeah.
promoting it at the
Yeah.
shows, because I've seen it for years as well. And
Yeah.
it's always a good time to stop and talk to you guys at the booth, and
Yeah.
you're selling tickets on the snowmobile giveaways and the ATV giveaways and things like that. So,
Yeah.
and you have involvement with people like Royal Distributing as well, right?
Yep. Yep.
What other companies get involved in the ride?
Well, Factory Rec and DRP are the ones that actually donate the snowmobile for the tickets that you see when we're at the show, or if you go to Royal to pick those up.
Great.
So that's a couple. Choco, FXR, Tamcal. I'm trying to think of a couple more if I can off the top of my head. There's a few other names that I think Canadian Cartage is another one. We have a couple awesome companies that sponsor that actually pay for things for like our lunch, so that's taken care of, or our breakfast and things like that. So it's always amazing to have the odd corporate sponsor to help out, so that more money goes back to the foundation.
Oh, that's great. And just to say thank you
Yeah.
to you riders,
Yeah. Yeah.
for doing what you do is really key. Does anybody get lost when they're on the ride?
Did you talk to somebody before this?
What, did you get
There
lost?
has no. Well, we might have got turned around one year. So again, our grounds crew is incredible.
got
They do
turned
an
around.
amazing job. They go out and they, like you had said, they put out signs so that we know where we're going when we get to certain intersections stuff. But they also spray paint the snow pink. So they'll paint pink ribbons and arrows, "Ladies, this way to lunch, almost back," or "halfway there," or "keep going, way to go,"
cool.
whatever. Except was it 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago we got a little bit of snow throughout the night, so some of the pink spray paint kind of went missing, and we may have taken the wrong turn, and we may have gone the wrong way and made our own little trail, but that's okay. We still had a great time. Everybody got back fine. Just sometimes that we were like the only ones that had the blip in the system. Everybody else made it okay. We just seemed to go left when we should have gone right, or we zigged when we should have zagged, kind of situation. But we all got back. It was a great time. Lots of laughs. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
sometimes
for the most part, no, we don't get lost.
That's
because
right.
it's pretty straightforward.
Well, the only reason I asked is because one of our sponsors has a message, and here it is.
Okay.
Out on the trails, connection matters.
Okay.
That's where TrailLink comes in. TrailLink is the off-grid buddy tracking system that keeps your group connected even when cell service can't. Quickly find and notify your crew if you need help with long-range performance up to 10 kilometers on open ice and 1 to 2 kilometers through hills and trees. TrailLink is built on a mesh network that links up to 20 riders with a long-lasting battery and a bright display showing group connection and alerts. TrailLink keeps you connected when it matters most.
Glad you're all right, buddy.
So brap on over to traillink.ca, trailink.ca, and use the coupon code SNOWBRATS at the checkout, and you'll receive 25% off your purchase. There we go. See, you'd never get lost with that on your handlebars.
Nope, that would have been handy.
Yeah.
Would have been handy.
It's a great product. We're using the heck out of it this year, so stay tuned on the
That's awesome.
channel as we go. Arctic Mike says he's helped a few girls prep their sleds for the run. And he also said that Amy has a great boyfriend. He's a cat guy as well.
He is not. If he saw that, he would laugh. Oh, Mike. Mike. You're just trying to stir the pot. Just trying to stir the pot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Doug Patterson says you didn't ride if you don't get lost once.
And you're not lost if you have fuel, so that's all that matters.
No, that's true. The
Yeah.
do you, like, on your Polaris, do you have a 7S display?
No, I don't.
Like,
I
do people do maps on like their BRP Go or their 7S? Like,
Yep.
is there routes that
Yep.
they plot out?
I don't know how they do it for Snow Run because it happens. They kind of plan it like a couple days before. I think some of the leaders do have it on their sleds, but for me, just because I'm in the group, I'm not leading a group for that. I get to follow along and watch the back of somebody and just look at the scenery and enjoy the ride. Don't have to put too much thought into it, which is nice.
Absolutely. Tim Vice says sledders are always looking for a reason to ride, and what a better way than to help a charity while riding also. Just scroll up in the chat and have a look at that link and make sure you click and help Amy out. I'll also post it in the comments for anyone watching after the show, and be sure to click that and go. If they're watching this, like, say, in March, if they click that link, can they donate to you for next year, or what happens if they make the donation?
Nope, they can still donate. I'm not sure exactly when they make when they cut it off. They will shut it down at a certain point. I think it's in about the middle of March, and that's just so that they can start opening for the next year. So then they do have to shut it down at a certain point. But I believe it goes till about the middle of March because we still have people that do want to sponsor and things still coming in after that. So yeah.
Yeah. All Terrain TV says, how about the beginner team gets to pick vintage sleds? I thought that would be kind of cool if the husbands wanted to come, they could ride vintage.
They have to ride something really
That would be fun.
happy.
Really,
That's right.
yeah, super old,
Yeah.
no suspension.
Or
yeah.
they have a 120cc limit.
That's right. I think that the way it is right now with no
perfect.
guys allowed is the way to run it. You know what I mean? Like, I think you're asking for that. Guys should do their own thing for it and do a vintage run for cancer.
That'd
Maybe
be
that's
fun.
what we should do.
Yeah.
For
Right.
testicular
There you go.
cancer. Yeah. Maybe that's what we should do. So I did the belts off for prostate cancer a couple years ago on my channel, but it was late in the season. It didn't go over that well, but we might do that again. So we'll see what happens. Kearney ice caves are very nice. Yeah. If you get to go through Kearney and stop along the way.
Old news.
Yeah. That's a nice thing is it's not just a run and gun ride. Like, you actually enjoy yourselves when you're out on it, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, we stop a few times. Depending on where the route goes, sometimes it depends on Mother Nature. There's some warm-up shacks that we've stopped at in the past. We usually try and stop at somewhere and get a couple shots, whether it's on a different lake or whatever. So yeah, we usually try. We aren't, for my team, we don't run and gun. We do take our time and we do look around and see things and check it out. And yeah, usually waving at people. It's kind of cool because in some of the little spots, people know that we're coming, so they're sitting on the side of the road and they're waving at us, and that's kind of cool. Yeah.
That actually popped up in my head when you were talking earlier, because I did the Ride to Conquer Cancer on bicycles. My wife and I did it, the 200-kilometer ride years ago, and it was neat going through towns because there'd be the roads lined up with people with signs and everything, and you get that there as well.
We don't, not so much that, because people don't know exactly where we're going to be, and we're usually in the bush. But there is a spot across the lake that there's usually a bunch of dudes. I'm assuming it's husbands, maybe for some of the ladies, I don't know, but they obviously know we're coming, and they're all standing there waving at us as we're leaving. So that's kind of cool. And then we do see people kind of on the trails if they're out with their kids or whatever, and they're waving, and it's always nice to be able to wave back.
That's neat. And what kind of speeds? I mean, the average ride, they run good speeds, or do you guys try and keep with the speed limits and that kind of thing?
Am I allowed to say that on here? You're just gonna get us in trouble. We do ride with officers, and there have been times that the officers have said, the stop sign means stop, So stop. But no, the hooter haulers, those ladies do move. They get going and they're gone pretty quick.
They do 52 kilometers an hour on the trails.
They do 52. Everybody else does 50 and
Yeah.
under. Yep, that's we'll just say that to keep it safe.
Atta girl.
Yep. Jeez.
Has there been any issues? Like, have they set up any stop checks and checking for ownerships and stuff? I mean, we're up in that area and we've been pulled over a few times or in stop checks. Or do they kind of know that's the weekend and just kind of let you guys go?
We actually have never been stopped when we've done the ride. But again, we do, just because we have officers riding with us doesn't mean that that we couldn't be stopped.
No,
We
true.
haven't seen that. We haven't run into that. The only thing we have run into is dog sledders. We've had to do things because Carney does the dog sled races, so sometimes it's on the same weekend, and we've got a plan. We have to sit and wait for dog sleds to go past, and then we can go through. So that's been the only time we've really been stopped for anything. Actually, in my 20 years of riding, I've only been stopped 3 times.
Oh, really?
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think you had pictures of the dog sleds last year on your Facebook as well. I
Yeah.
thought that was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
And
it's
that,
pretty
again,
cool.
that
Yeah.
just adds to the experience, right?
Yeah. It's fun. It's so neat to see that because, it is some trails are multi-use, so you never know what you're going to come up to see, because it is neat to see them. So, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you get around Kearney, I always find there's some people that drive pretty wild, like guys, on the other
Yeah.
side of the trails. Like, is that an issue with you guys,
Yeah.
or is it such a large group that people see you coming and know that just slow down a bit?
Yes and no. We've had a few people that have had some close calls. When we leave in our group. We leave with about 3 to 5 minutes in between each crew, so that we're not like 100 people going out at one time, because you don't want to, bottleneck and get everybody all jammed up. Sometimes we do catch up to each other, but there have been the odd time that, yeah, you have somebody who's a bit more of a clown and on the wrong side of the road, and we tend to stay as far over. When we pull over to a stop sign, we all pull over as far to the right as we can so that our sweep can come up. He usually will sit at the roadway to make sure we all get across safely, and then he comes across. So we try to be as careful as we can. We have seen some people do some crazy things though, but luckily we've had no issues with that.
Yeah, well,
We've
that's
had the
good.
odd accident where somebody's stopped too quickly and somebody's ran into the back of them. That
We've
happens.
had that on our
usually
rides too.
Yeah, exactly.
Once a year. Yep.
Wisco
Yep.
sled
But
heads.
we've always it's a good question, because we've always said one thing about Kearney is, when you're getting close, because you start seeing one-legged snowmobiles.
Yeah.
People getting towed back to town with skis
Yeah.
missing because the trails are tight. Like
Yeah.
on that I'm
Some of
blanking
them
on the
are.
trail. It's a trail that goes from basically our area, so like south of Huntsville. Oh, the D101B. That's that one that goes all the way up the side of Algonquin. It is tight and twisty, and people just ride so aggressively on that trail, and it's just bound to have bad things happen.
And then
so.
then you kiss the guy coming at you, and
Yes,
it's not so
exactly.
nice.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. You want to see some fan photos, and we'll get into your photos, and we'll keep the conversation
Yeah.
going. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I'll just run a spot from Fast Track, and we'll get into the fan photos. Fan photos are brought to you by Fast Track Snowmobile Traction. This season, quit sliding sideways on the ice and losing races to your buddies. A Fast Track stud kit will help you with improved braking and give you the arm-ripping acceleration you crave. I put over 3,000 clicks last season on my Renegade 850, and I'll tell you, these studs exceeded my expectations. Not one broken stud, my Ida wheels still look like new, and they hooked up like I was on rails in the twisties, inspiring confidence every ride. Fast Track Top Gun kits are the highest rated stud kit at 4.9 stars with over 230 reviews. The studs are heat treated stainless, so they are strong and they don't rust. The kit is lighter, easier on the track, and has a lifetime warranty against breaking. Each kit comes with a track-specific template for complete balance with over double the scratch lines from stock templates. All listeners, when purchasing a stud kit, can get a free install kit, a $30 value. Visit fasttrack.co, add both products to the cart, and use the coupon code SNOW at the checkout. That's fasttrac.co. There we go. Now we're into the fan photos.
All
here.
right.
So we had a good comment here. Rick Words and Kearney posted a pic today that the snow was up over the front bump. Isn't that wild? So you're going to have lots of snow.
Oh yeah, that's great. Rickwoods is another great sponsor too. They always come out and they've lent a couple sleds to a few ladies in the past. They're always at our dinner. They're a great crew. Great crew.
Yep. SledTube says go, Amy. And he also didn't think dog sleds were allowed on OFSC trails. Do they get special insurance that's required? You know anything about that?
I think it's just for the dog sled weekend, and they kind of cross over a trail. They're not necessarily on a trail. It's more of a they're coming one way and we're coming the other way, and there's the stop slow guy. So yeah, I have seen dog sleds in my area on my trails, which no, I don't think you're allowed because we've been told that they shouldn't be there, but they have been there. It can be scary because you come up around the corner and there's these dogs running at you. So
yeah. Well, I think Crown Land, though, anything goes. Like
yeah, I think that's pretty much the situation.
Even though it's an OFSC trail there, I believe that, and there is a lot of Crown Land in that area. I believe that they're okay to run the trails. So yeah. So no, that's very cool. So you want to click in there? We'll see whose photos we got. Or did you have a comment?
We're starting with ours.
Oh, are you really? Okay.
We are starting with ours.
I know.
We always do.
Okay, good. Glad to hear it.
What? What's your problem?
I don't know. Go ahead.
No, what's your problem?
We don't have a picture on the screen.
No, but like, what's your
you're
problem?
gonna go. It's your stage, your show.
Yeah. No, what is your problem?
Nothing. I'm just waiting for you to go.
No, I don't know what your problem is, though. It's like you don't
Just
think
old
we have
married
anything to show
couple.
pictures of this week.
We got lots of things to show pictures of.
Yeah, so why are you being like this? What the heck?
Go on.
Well, now there's not even a point.
No, there isn't.
You're just being an arsehole.
Okay, go.
Okay. You forget that we woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday?
I try and forget, yes.
Yeah. So as we said earlier, Brian Lynn helped us out with something earlier in this week. And I bought a sled sight unseen this week. And
almost sight unseen, yes.
Almost sight unseen if Brian hadn't gone to the guy's place, which happened to be 15 minutes from him. So thank you very much, Brian, from up there on Lake Manon's Bon Sing. And I got myself a new snowmobile. And this is really going to piss all the 850 turbo guys and 900 turbo guys from the last couple shows where I've said you don't need the horsepower because
there we have it.
That right there is a special edition 2018.5 600R Ski-Doo. We got a really good deal on this from a guy up in North Bay area, just south of Nods Bon Sing in Astorville. And she's a beaut, Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going back to a 600cc again. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's a beautiful looking sled. Perfect that we got some snow up there too. There's tons of snow up north. We can believe it that Kearney's got lots of snow because we drove through it. It's insane the amount of snow up there. But yeah, we made a day trip because I had to work later that day. So we left at 5 o'clock in the morning to go get this sled. And day one, we already had it in pieces in the garage.
Yeah, that's right.
So thanks to Fast Track Traction Products, you just saw the advertisement there for. We have a full set, 136 studs, 3 studs per row now for this, already put in before I even turned it out of the driveway of our place. There's us putting them in. Yeah.
We had a good go back to that picture. We had a really good process there. I was on the one side and he was on the other, and he'd punch the holes in and we'd pop the studs in each on our own half. And then as he punched the next row, I was actually firing the nuts and the backers on. So
it wasn't until we got to the stage of tightening stuff down that there was a speed disparity.
Yeah,
it was about 15 years in Milwaukee tool innovation difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's an awesome sled. We've wanted one of these for a while. When these came out in that mid-season release and each dealer basically only got one of these, it was kind of one of those sleds, which is pretty cool. It's first, for those who don't know, it's special because it was the first year that Ski-Doo put the 600 in the Gen 4, as well as the update of the 600cc. So it went from about like 120 horse to like 125 to 130, depending on who you
Yeah,
ask or where you look.
125, I think it is.
And
it's the first XRS
well,
600.
It's the first time
Gen 4.
It's technically an XRS, even though that it's only just called an MXZ because it has the full adjustable shock package. It's got the adjustable riser, R motion in the back, and all that good stuff. The premium gauge with the bigger like digital tack in the center of it and stuff. But yeah, they made about 500 of these, so it's pretty cool. Whenever they do pop up, they are pretty rare. I don't think I've ever seen one going down the trail before. But I just don't think they're very popular, just because it's a 600 class sled. So people just give them the shrug shoulder. But there's a good shot of our fast track studs. But what I will say is, riding this yesterday, it really solidified my statement from last week at the show before, where I said you don't need an 850 turbo to enjoy snowmobiling or even trail ride. Because this, we lined up his 137 Renegade 850 against this, and it wasn't until about 100 to 110 that the Renegade even started to catch up. This off the gun, the bottom end power on this off the gun, and especially being a 129 that we've studded the crap out of, it's just a little rocket ship up to 100k an hour. This has also got a clutch kit in it. It's got a PB80.
PB80. Block,
It's got a power block clutch kit in it, so it goes off the line pretty good, dangles the skis, and I'm really excited to get some miles in on a 600 again.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's so light too. Like, the first thing I noticed is we loaded it up on our sled deck in the back of the truck, and I had to kind of adjust it, and I haven't picked up a sled since last winter. And I go to pick it up 850 style, and I like pulled it right up to my chest and slammed it over. And I was like, whoa, I forgot about that part.
You probably get the same with your 650, right? How much lighter it is than the 800s or 850s.
I find Skidoos lighter than a Polaris anyway.
Oh, is that right?
Like I find that anyway. Maybe it's just because I'm a girl, but just to shimmy and shift things around. Yeah, I found when I had my Skidoo, it was just a lot easier to move around.
Oh, Ron Kesslute says, Drew, notice no winter coats involved in this stud install.
Yes, 15 degrees in the shop. Nice. Nice to have a heated shop to stud a track in. Makes it a lot less better. Oh, there's a good comment for you, Dad, about the fast tracks.
Better with those on an ice ripper. Yeah, like I couldn't get any traction when I test drove it. And we had talked on the way up whether we were going to leave it unstudded or if we were going to throw some studs in it, because I did have some studs in a box here. And it was like, as soon as I test drove it up there, I was like, no, it just was spinning like crazy. So I went, let's just stud it. It's an older track. Where was the ice ripper, or where was the comment about the fast tracks?
No, but I said because that's like a thing, because
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like there's a lot of comments on Facebook about not studding an ice ripper, and it is a single ply track, which most of them are from Skidoo. All but 2 sleds that they ever came out with are single ply.
Yes, actually.
But also too, it's an older track. We're going to keep our eye on it, and this will just help give it some support too, because there is so much.
Yeah, we talked to the guy. We talked to our guy at Fast Track, and he said that put 3 studs per row, even though it is only a 600 129. He said 3 studs per row, especially because when you actually put the studs in there, it actually will help make the track more rigid in the center rows, which might actually extend track life. Or help extend track life. Which is pretty cool.
It lowers the stress on it if you only had 2 per row or that kind of thing. So so we're going to keep an eye on it. Like he said, just check it. And if you see anything happening with that track, the rubber breaking down, then definitely retire the track as soon as you can.
Yeah.
So, and we'll pop those studs out and keep the backers and studs and just fire new nuts on them in another track. So that's
this was this morning. Had the hood off it again, because the 2 things we realized is that the heated visor plug doesn't work, which really sucks when you run an oxygen helmet and it always has to be plugged in. And the phone charger didn't work, the USB port, which the USB port, the guy actually had the positive and the negative flipped on the port, which whatever. So that was an easy fix. And then the heated visor plug was, for some reason, either this sled didn't come with it or this guy changed it because the stock one broke, but he like swapped the visor plug from the BRP one that like ties into all their accessories to like just like a cheap unit from Royal, basically. So it was like he wired it to the solenoid of the starter, which was a really weird choice. and the wiring was just really bad. So it's just that's why it didn't work. So I went to a local dealer and I picked up everything today. And I have a radiator for the radiator cover for the tunnel coming in. Other than that, we're gonna throw the LJE signal light kit, whatever. What does he call those? The safety light kit, and then the little remember the name of the front bumper light?
The blizzard lights.
The whiteout lights.
Yeah.
I have those. I love them.
Do you have one of yours?
I have them.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, I love them.
Do they like glow the trail in front of you when you're riding? Like,
Oh yeah.
right
Oh
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
And of course,
it's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, we're getting a set of B2 stingers for this as well because it has some what they're called, like car lighting tech or something. Is like these cheapo Amazon LEDs
They're
in
not
it.
very good.
No, they're very bad. So
yeah,
got some good lights coming for that.
And speaking of LED, Tim Weiss sent me these last week, and this is an LED kit he put on his Arctic Cat, and this is kind of it with the lights on, and then there it is at night, which is pretty cool. Very cool.
Tim Weiss, just be careful if you see the OPP on the trail. That's all I'm gonna say. Because
you know, they like I was gonna put red handguard lights in the my sled, and then you read the law is you're not supposed to have red on the front of your vehicle, but everybody rides it. Everybody has red on the front of motorcycles or trucks or whatever. Like, so I don't know what they must get away with it.
It's when you get caught for something else.
Yeah, exactly. They can use
it's
it.
It's like when I got pulled over one time and they said, "Oh, we're gonna waive the speeding ticket, but here's your exhaust fine."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's something like that.
Yeah, it's something else they tackle.
Yeah.
Still got to get you somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's very cool.
All Terrain TV says, oh, because he said the 600 about something. Yeah, he said single ply is lightweight. He said phone would only charge when I crank it. What are we talking about here?
No,
All Terrain TV.
he probably doesn't have any
battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a sled like that.
Yeah, single ply is lightweight, but all those the anything that comes on a Skidoo is single ply, unless you get a comp turbo or the Mach had the 2-ply tracks on it. So
and Owen Weiss just said that solenoid has power all the time, which we did discover. So that would have been a phantom drain if you leave your helmet cord plugged into it and you walk away from the sled. So that's also not a good thing. Which the battery was not dead, but it was pretty nearly dead when we tried to start it yesterday. It did not crank very healthy, and we thought, oh, maybe it needs a battery, but now it seems okay.
Yeah, I charged it last night, so we'll see what happens. Yeah. And then All Terrain TV said, let me just call it up here. It says, hey guys, I'm still putting my Mach 1 engine together and cleaning the Ray valves on the Rev. Buddy's dad had this 86 Polaris SS440 since 87. We picked up a beautiful one to match. Didn't have electric start or hand warmers, but with our hoard of parts, we can add that all on later. It'd be a good sled for his family to ride around on with us like they did back in the day. Very cool.
I love that.
That's so nice. They're in such good shape. I love how back in the day they used to do the seats like match with the sleds like perfectly, right?
Look at the little design, the tribal design in this seat back.
Very cool. And then Wisco had sent pictures in. He just said brap. This is their big group ride last weekend. They've been putting down the miles, that's for sure. And look at what he's on, Arctic Cat EXT.
Oh, so
isn't that neat? Yeah. So they said power steering. I think it was Massart said power steering on that one's a game changer.
Oh.
He said it's amazing. I don't think that's the 858 though. I think it's just the little 600 in that.
I thought they were all 858s.
Are they all 858s?
Yeah, it's a special edition. I'm pretty sure they're all 858s. Yeah. Nice skis.
Maybe there was a 600 in their group. He said the only one he rode was a 600. But yeah, very cool. I don't know what he's pointing at there, but he's pointing at something. But yeah, I miss these guys. And there's Lynxie. Rob's on Lynxie's sled.
He doesn't look happy to be on a newer sled.
Oh my goodness. Holy.
Wait, was Riley? Oh no, his sled's there. So I was going to say maybe there's something going on. No, Riley must have been there too. Yeah, he doesn't look happy to be on a newer sled.
No.
What's Massart showing?
He's probably getting lectured by Massart. That's the problem there.
Oh my gosh. Great photos.
Yeah, great photos. I'm sure. They got lots of snow there.
Yeah.
Trails look amazing. That's the thing. You think about going north to ride. I mean, they are north, but I mean, it's They got tons of snow.
Should have had Master should have had the video of the sidewinder after they put the 4 studs per row.
Oh,
in. Did
yeah,
you see the
yeah.
video in our behind
I
the
did.
bar?
Yeah,
That
we
thing
should-
standing up on like flat ground, no snowpack.
We could feel
Jeez.
that video for next week.
Jeez.
Yeah. And
All
now
right, awesome.
here's
Thanks
your,
for the photos, guys.
yeah, here's your photos, Amy. Here we go.
Oh,
Things might
that's
not be in
Kelly.
the order that you sent them to us.
No,
so
no, that's fine. Yep.
just-
Yep, that's Kelly Shires. So that would have been one of the first 3 years. I'm not sure. I asked Susie, who is the co-founder, who's Kelly's best friend, and runs everything now. I asked her for some of her favorites from back in the day before my time. So that's this is one of them.
Neat. And do you
Yeah.
have any background on Kelly? What can you tell us about her?
I can tell you that her and Susie, when Kelly got diagnosed, it's the story we hear every year, that when Kelly got diagnosed, she realized how expensive it was to be sick, how much everything costs when things aren't covered and things like that. And they thought they would do something to raise money. And Kelly thought she would do a golf tournament, but she knew nothing about golf. So they didn't. And they decided, hey, let's do this. Let's throw this together. And so the Sno Run for Fun is what it was called. And it came together. And I believe, if I'm correct, that the very first year that they went to go, there was no snow. So they had to rent a bus and go do something else for fun because the weather didn't cooperate that year. So yeah. She passed away in 2004, so she got to do a few of the rides, and then and now her legacy just gets to live on, and I can only imagine what she would think if she could tell us 27 years later that this is still going on.
Well, I think she'd be proud of
Yeah.
all you guys.
Yeah.
I think she really would.
Yeah.
Oh, what
That
a great
was
picture.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my second year, I believe. Yeah. So we're very fortunate. We have a couple awesome people that'll bring out a drone or climb up on a light standard to get a really great photo. So that's actually the Kelly Shires breast cancer logo ribbon. So yeah, they had it spray painted out and we all had to stand there. So they tried to do something creative most years if they can, depending on how many people are there and what the theme is. So yeah, that was a fun one.
Very cool. It looks like you've kind of
Yeah.
zoned off your own area with trailers and tents and things like that. Is that, do they do that? Is create a little area
That
for you to stage in?
that area actually in the summertime is the tennis courts at Hidden Valley. So we call it the compound. That's where we go. We can lock our sleds in there. So everything's locked in, and then all the trailers get put beside and in front of. And then if you looked behind, it's that's where the ski hill is actually. So right behind me in the way this photo's taken is the resort itself. So you come down the hill and that's right down to the tennis courts where we start out in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, you can see the ski hills in the top right corner of the
Yeah.
screen there.
Yeah.
That's really neat. Oh, I love that shot.
Yeah. That was last year. That was the crew from last year. So yeah, a lot of pink. You can see that. Always a lot of pink.
Yeah. Again,
Yeah.
do not wear pink, or you're gonna wish you did.
Yeah. You don't have to, but yeah, you usually and if somebody's been there 1 year and doesn't have it and they come back the next year, they usually have it the following year. You usually have something. Yep. Yeah, it's always fun. There's Susie and I in the morning before we left. That was the morning that we had like I think it was like minus, would we have that? That was that last year? That might have been last year. It was like minus, yeah, that was last year. It was only like minus 20 something last year, but yeah, a couple years before that, it was so cold that it was hard to take pictures because everybody's phones were trying to die and sleds weren't starting, and yeah.
Oh, I
So,
can believe that. I love
yeah.
the pink you're all wearing, but the guy, is that a guy or a girl in the background?
That's Brian. Yeah, that's
Brian,
Brian.
he's got the pink
We call
hair.
him Red Bull. He always has his pink mohawk on. He's part of the grounds crew, and he always helps out down at the compound. Yeah, he always has his pink mohawk.
What a
I don't know where
riot.
he got it, but he always has it. You know it's him when you see him coming.
What a riot. That does help though,
Yeah.
locate, if anyone's looking for
Yeah.
help, they know where to find it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
Well, the-
That's one of the dream teams. Yep. So, and then in the back, you can see a tall guy back there. That's Jake. He's our sweep. So he's our master mechanic slash keeper of the trails for us, making sure that we get out and get back safely. So, yep.
I love it. Do they
Yeah.
is there prizes and don't like is there awards for people that do the ride or is it more about the fundraising than it is about
There are prizes. There's 3 different prizes. Actually, there's 4. There's 4 different prizes. My first year, I won the very first one, which at that time it was called the Sled Ed Award. It is now called the Mishap Award. So that's for somebody. So that's for somebody who does something bad, like whether you smash into somebody, drive over a pylon, put her in the rhubarb, anything like that, or for that lady who would have left her parking brake on. I think she won it that year. So that's the Mishap Award. Then there's the Kelly Shires Award, which is the award for creative fundraising. So because we have to fundraise, a lot of us fundraise all year and do different things, whether it's bottle drives, pancake breakfasts, euchre nights, a golf tournament or whatever. They might have a yard sale. So the Kelly Shires Award is for creative fundraising. Then there's the Kim the Kim Sparks Fish Award. And that is for someone with the love of life. So anybody who's out there and just having a great time and, doing all the right things. And then the last award is the Betty Black Award. That's another memorial award, which is for the person with the highest amount of donations. So, yeah.
Oh, nice. And
Yeah.
what are some of the creative ways that have won the fundraising award?
There've been, I'm trying to think now. I was very fortunate to win that in 2021. Our dog that we had, he passed away. I used to dress him up in various different pink outfits and for the theme. And he was a boxer and he always had a miserable looking face, even though he wasn't. And he would just go along with it. And so I won the award for that, for using him, as well as I did bottle drives and yard sales and things like that. People have won for euchre nights. People have won for like community yard sales, golf things. Yeah, there's been a bunch of different things, and every year there's a new winner, and we get to hear about something that they've done, like whether it's like made flower planters and sold them. Like they have a lot of different cool things. It's really neat to see what people think of. Yeah.
Do you find it difficult to get donations and make your target, or is it, I mean, you've been doing it long enough, is it easier year after year?
It is difficult sometimes. I know it's hard for some people because, money is not like we're all kind of tight and things are tight in life. And, but I'm very grateful that through the years I've made connections with people that they'll say to me, "Hey, are you doing that ride again? Are you doing that again this year?" And I said, "Yep." So I'm very grateful that I have had people that have sponsored me since the beginning, since I've started. But it is difficult, like asking people for money, over and over and over again. But yeah, it doesn't have to be. You can find different things to do to fundraise. Like I said, bottle drives, or do euchre night, or have something with your friends, or if you have all that junk in your garage that you want to sell, you could donate that. Take that money and donate it.
Junk
So, yeah.
for you. Don't
Lots
you
of
worry.
lots of
You need-
junks. I saw
heard
you
some
cleaning
about
off
junk
that
you get rid
table.
of. Last fall, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, very cool. Oh, this is a
Yeah.
great
So there's
shot.
yeah.
Sorry, All Terrain TV said the Mishap Award. LOL, I'd be the returning champion. I think we actually did the same thing at our group ride for Lodge Sessions last year. We did like a we should have used Sled Ed as it's a Sled Ed Award. It's a great name for something like that, especially for guys. But yeah, when that video you saw when we did the Trail Link promo where there's a guy in the ditch, that's him on our ride last year. That's Uncle Buck from the chat. So
he did win something.
Yeah, that's what he won. He won for
sure.
him and Bender's buddy who crashed his 900.
Yeah. Robert Reiner said, "Nice sled." Drew Massart was talking to me, so he's 19 minutes behind. LOL.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And Michael DeJulio says, "Geez, God bless her." Oh, very good. No, it's good what you're doing here. Yeah, so this picture's great. So this is after breakfast, everybody coming down?
No, yeah, after breakfast, everybody heading down to do opening ceremonies. And yeah, you can see all the sleds are all lined up there. They have flags with numbers on them so we know where to be. And then we do our opening ceremonies in front of that where we have our moment of silence and then dance around to Man, I Feel Like a Woman by Shania Twain, because Kelly Shires picked that. And she
Nice.
always said, dance like nobody's watching. So we get up and we go crazy and dance around to that. And then, yeah, we get on our sleds and take off.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I like that.
Yep. There's some of the ladies dancing there,
Yeah.
having a good time. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's, yeah, it's quite fun. It is quite fun.
This person on the right's wearing our old snowmobile helmet. Look at that. That's the helmet that we used to
Oh,
have, the
it is
Ranger
too.
that we had in
Yeah.
our garage for years.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, Canadian
It's-
Tire Ranger helmet. That's awesome. Yeah.
Could spot that helmet from a mile away.
Yeah, I didn't want to throw it out when we moved, but I did. You know. Yeah.
They do wear out after a while.
They,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
as it
there's
turns
another
out, yeah.
dancing one.
Helmets do wear
Yeah.
out, guys. Please
Yes,
check your
they
helmets.
do. Yes, check your
Please.
helmets, and if you drop it, get a new one.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Or if you do anything, yeah, if you're in any type of accident, make sure that you.
Yeah, my
Replace,
oxygen helmet has a chip out of it from, I think honestly it was just from bouncing around the back of the truck, but
might have been
I don't have
hitting the bridge-
900. Well,
hitting the bridge under
Yeah.
the Highway 11. So
yeah, I don't have $900 to replace a helmet, which sucks. But what can you do?
one day.
These are
Yeah,
great
this is
pictures.
great. There's
I
more
love this.
dancing shots.
Yeah, yeah, we'll all be dancing right there. So
That's
just
just-
imagine that Shania Twain's playing in the background, and then
Yeah.
you'll be there.
Love it.
Yep, yep.
Have you met a lot of friends through this? Like, you must meet new people every year and make some really strong connections.
Oh yeah. So we refer to ourselves as a pink family. Snowmobiling, I'm so grateful of all of the opportunities and all the people I've met over the years because of snowmobiling. It is a small world, but it's amazing how many people are out there and how far out they are. I know people in the States, I know people up north, down south, all over the place. It's really awesome. So yeah, made some amazing connections and a lot of friends over the years. And it is like a family. Our theme one year was family reunion, pink family reunion. That was after COVID, and it was true. It was like a family reunion. Every time we get together in February, it is like we're getting back together with people we've known our entire lives. Because yeah, it's amazing. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've actually pinned the actual donation link at the top of the chat. So if you can just click that, it'll take you right to the page. And you're getting pretty close to $4,000. So let's put her up over the $4,000
gosh.
mark.
Wow.
Wasn't it the last?
I have my
time, right?
phone turned off, so I'm not getting any alerts right now.
Yeah.
So I won't know until I get back. So that's awesome. Thank you.
$3,810. Let's see if we can put her over the $4,000
awesome.
mark tonight and make this worthwhile.
Mhm.
Let's do that. Click that.
So
link.
that's just us out on the trails. Yeah, we got lucky. That's another nice year with a lot of snow, and so that's just my group right there. So there's another like 10 groups coming behind us after that. So yeah.
You're one of the you'd be classified as an organizer to some degree, like you're one of the.
Nope, just a volunteer.
You're just a volunteer. So,
I just help. Yep.
But you manage this many. You look after this herd of people, right? And then there's other people that have their own herds, or do they just end up?
Nope.
Riding together?
Susie's our team leader, so she leads the herd, and I'm just one of the people that just get to ride with her. So yeah, super excited about that.
I heard Susie. I heard Susie rips on a sled.
She does. Yeah, she gets going pretty good.
I heard she
Yeah,
can
she
ride.
does.
Yeah,
she can.
That's
Yep.
awesome. So you're in the Hooter. You're in
can.
the haulers, are you? Are you the?
Nope,
Hooter?
I'm in. Nope, Dream Team 1. Dream Team 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's wicked.
Yep.
Love it. Yeah,
We hold our own. We go pretty good. We
Yeah,
hold our own.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
A lot of people do their sleds up like this as well.
Yeah, some of them will decorate. Yep.
Yeah.
Some of them will decorate and put some stuff on. Yeah, for sure. So you just that's another one that Susie had sent me from. That one's just before the year that I started. But yeah, you never know what you're going to expect. Some people have their sleds right decorated and they got a lot of times you will see the crew, some of the ladies wearing wings. They'll wear them on the sleds and they're flapping away as they're going down. So it's always fun.
That's
Yeah.
neat. Yeah, this one
Yeah.
for people just listening, it's got faux fur, pink fur on the hood of this this Rev chassis, and it's got hands crossed on the front of the hood.
Yeah.
The headlights look like eyes, and then there's angel wings made of like
Yeah.
Bristol board or cardboard,
But they're
painted
actually
pink.
But also, if you actually look, they're the breast cancer bow ties. They're not just wings.
Oh,
See
they
that?
are
You
the
can't
bow
really
ties.
see them on
They're the
screen.
bow ties.
See, they're actually the bow ties.
They are
to
the
make
bow
wings.
ties, yeah, and then they get a
Yeah.
little pink
Halo.
halo,
Yeah,
which is
angel
really
halo.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's really creative.
We also decorate our doors in the hotel as well. So most of us usually decorate our doors to whatever our theme is. So it's always fun to walk around the hotel and check out too, because everybody can be pretty creative with that.
Pretty cool. Yeah, this is great, crazy, this group here.
Yeah, that's 2005. So again, that's before my time. That was the year after Kelly passed, and you can see there's police there too. So they've been riding since pretty much the beginning. Yeah, there's a good crew of people. It's pretty amazing when you see everybody together.
Yeah, it's great. Tim Weiss says, if I chipped in the truck, what does that say? So he must have made a donation to you as well.
No, he's saying about my helmet. If
Oh.
it chipped in the truck, what is
Oh,
that?
I
And he
see.
said, time for a Titan, which that's
Oh.
not the answer at all.
No.
Time for a Chevy there, bud.
Chevy.
And then he said, what about the tunnel on Highway 11? Most likely.
Yeah, that's right. That's probably it. Yeah.
He said,
Yeah, they were talking about the speeds of Holland. 51 and Tim Weiss says if you're the Hooter hauler, you're doing 52.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, trying to be safe.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just nod my head with that. Yeah.
Sorry, did you comment on that last photo?
No, that's just that was a year before me. That's one of the ones I got Susie to hand over and show me in the early years of riding, when it first started. So yeah, just as a lot of people, it's a huge group. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
You must be stoked when you get there. Just like it must be so exciting to think about. Some of these people you probably only see once a year, so this is the time to see them, right?
Or we see them at Snowmobile show, and then it's like, see you again in February. See you in February.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Neato.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always fun. That's part of our ground crew. So that is Bud Light and Raymond and Blair. And those guys are down, if they're not marking trails, making sure everything's ready to go. They're unloading sleds, moving trailers. They spend all their time down in the factory wreck trailer, keeping warm in between everything. So yeah, they're just a small handful of the grounds crew that we've got that are there every year helping us out.
Nice. Thank you to those guys as well.
Yeah.
That's saying there's a lot of people, I'm sure, behind the scenes that need to be there, or you wouldn't be able to pull off an event like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We have the registration crew. We have the silent auction crew. There's the pink market crew. There's the ladies that set up for the gala dinner on Saturday night. So yeah, there's a lot of, it's a big undertaking. And there's a lot of people behind the scenes that make it happen. It's awesome. Oh, yep. That's last year.
Yeah. Great group photo. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it was, yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of Hawaiian shirts last year, a lot of Lays, a lot of pineapple drink holders and things like that. It was a good time. That was fun.
Neat.
Yeah.
Do they have a fire outside or anything like that for you guys?
They have in the past had a little fire. There was so much snow last year that they had a hard time even digging us out stairs to get us down to the yeah, it was crazy. So sometimes they have had a little fire pit outside for us, but last year they did not that I can remember, not that I went outside to.
That's always fun when you get a big group together like that as well. Big bonfire and a beach party would be just perfect theme for that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a classic photo. Wow.
That's an old one. Yeah. So there's Susie and Kelly. So I believe that one was from 2001. So that was the second year that they had done the snow run. Yep.
Nice.
So kicking it back. Yeah. Old
Yeah.
school.
Well, the Kelly Shires Foundation sure does work hard. I mean, everything from the ATV ride they do, the snow run, are there any other events that they organize for
They
it?
have there is a golf tournament as well, and then there is the Pink Dinghy Poker Run. I think that is in like Honey Harbor area in July, where a couple ladies do that, and they have people. They'll have a theme as well, and everybody shows up on their sea-doos or their boats, and they go around and do a poker run, and it's pretty cool too. So you can get on the water. That's a fun one. That's one I haven't been to yet, but I've always wanted to. It looks like a blast.
That's awesome. It gives you a reason to buy a Sea-Doo. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That I believe was Kelly's last year of being able to participate, because that says 2004, and then we lost her that October. So yeah.
Wow.
I was just pointing out to my dad, one of the sponsors was Port Sydney Auto Recycling. That's right at our cottage because we're by Port Sydney.
Okay. Yeah.
Port Sydney is our cottage, so that's kind of funny.
That's good. And it used to be held at Deerhurst as well, right?
Yes, it was. It started. That's where it originally started, and then it moved over to Hidden Valley.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right across the road.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I think
There's
she would
Kelly.
be really proud of you all that are doing this still to this day, right? Carrying the legacy on.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing. Like $9 million over 26 years. Like that's a lot of people. Like we help about 500 people a year. So like that's amazing. Like
it is.
It's kind of overwhelming when you think about it.
Yeah. If you needed assistance, like the people that do it, how do they apply on the Kelly Shires Foundation, or how do they select a donor?
So you would go to the kellyshiresfoundation.org website. There's a spot where there's a drop down that says get assistance, and then you can apply there. There is a process to applying. And then it goes through a crew of people that check everything out, and then they go from there. And then on that same page, that's where you can find out any of the upcoming events that are coming to, like the Pink Dinghy or the golf tournament or the ATV weekend as well.
Excellent.
So, yeah. Oh, yep, Kelly again. Yeah, this is back before the pink kind of took over. I think back in that time frame too, there wasn't a lot of pink out there anyway for snowmobile gear. It was mostly just your basic neutrals, your blacks, your greens, your blues and reds. So
True.
And every sled has some sort of flame decal on it. In this
exactly. Everyone with the flame.
F6 Firecat in the background too.
Yeah. Well, again, that's 2004, right? So she's sitting.
03 actually.
Yeah. So she's
would have
sitting.
been.
Yeah. So she's sitting on a fairly new sled, like
brand new. That would have been the first year of the Rev. That's an 03 Trail Pass. That would have been it.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Very cool. Does her husband still get involved and is active in the foundation?
He is not. But I have not met him or anything, but no, he is no longer, like he just hasn't been around for that. No. But we have a lot of the other ladies, like the Kim Sparks Award, her husband, Brian Fish, Brian and his wife now, they are there all the time volunteering and helping out with things. And there are a lot of other people. The Tracks for Breast Cancer was started by Tracy Guthrie and Susie together, kind of, or Tracy started it and kind of brought it into the Kelly Shires Foundation, and then Tracy passed away, so that continues to go on through her daughter Kylie. So yeah, there's still a lot of moving parts and a lot of people that are still part of the foundation that come back every year, so that's kind of awesome.
Yeah, that is really good.
Yeah. There's Susie and Kim and Tara. They're part of my team. So that was last year too. See again, Pink. Pink's back now.
Yeah.
You can tell it's current.
And that's the thing. Like, it's more women getting in the sport, and the color options are there. And I get a lot of people asking me for pink helmet wraps and things like that, and it's kind of neat to see that. I love it when I get asked that.
Yeah. Yeah. That is Kylie, with the little dog sticking in her jacket there. Her mom was Tracy, who started Tracks for Breast Cancer, and she had passed. That's Marcy. She takes care of all of the tables and stuff on Saturday evening for our gala dinner. And then that gentleman there, that is actually Bob Childerhost. That is Kelly Shires' dad.
Oh,
And he still comes every year. He comes and presents the Kelly Shires Award, and he also he usually does the blessing before we have dinner as well. Like he'll get up and say a nice little thing before we have dinner. So yeah, it's always nice to see him there.
He's got the same jacket that Kelly had on that last picture.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I wonder, they must have the snow run. They must have got all those made.
Yeah, they must have made
Yeah.
them.
Might have been one of the first ones. Yeah.
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 Good eye on that, Drew.
Mm.
Oh, great shot.
Yeah, that was us on the lake the one year. That was really fun.
Yeah, neato.
Yeah. Yeah. So much fun you can have with a drone, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or a tall tree.
Oh yes, this too. Yeah.
Or a
Yeah.
cherry picker drove out in the lake.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Us on the trails again.
Oh yeah, seeing snow on the trails like this makes me want to ride.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, the snow I've been getting here today, man, holy smokes. If it keeps coming, we'll be good.
Yeah,
We got pounded here in
yeah.
our area today too.
it was windy
Yeah.
though. Like the wind was blowing off all the snow, I think, off the fields. It's just unfortunate.
Oh,
But yeah, it was snowing like crazy in the morning, and then in the afternoon it was sunny and it was windy. Like
Yeah.
the snow was going straight across.
there's
riding safe
yeah,
here.
there's my friend Lindsay and Steph. He's one of the Save OPP officers that rides with us, and then myself. That was a couple years ago when the trails weren't 100%, and they had to do a really kind of small ride. A lot of people still went out and went, and we said, "Hey, we're gonna get on with you," and he said, "Okay." So I said, "Hey, why not?"
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
very
just had a little. That was at lunch.
yeah, right on. It's very rare
This was
that
the year that we canceled our ride.
Yeah, that's right.
in
It would have been.
Sudbury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's got to be rare that you do can't cancel a ride. But when do they make that call? Like, how fast do they react to weather?
There, so in 26 years, because it's 27th year, in 26 years of doing it, there's only been 3 that haven't had snow. That year where I'm sitting on that sled, we just didn't have much. They were trying to plan something, and it's usually like the Tuesday, Wednesday before the event, which is on the Saturday, where they're sort of in a bit of a scramble to figure out, can we make it work? How can we make it work? Where can we make it work? And that particular year, they found I think it was a logging area that allowed people to stage if they wanted to go. So we could not leave from the hotel because the lake was not frozen, lake was not safe, so we couldn't go out. So if you wanted to ride, you could take your sled, stage it somewhere else, and then go out for a little scoot, come meet us at lunch. They actually brought snow in and put it on the roads for us so that people could get into lunch and then get back out. And then they went back to wherever they staged and then came back to the hotel that night. So that one they kind of had to do quickly on the fly within a couple days. That they said, like, you can ride, but you don't have to ride. There's not going to be a lot of snow. And everybody said it ended up being actually a really good ride. I did not ride that year just because I didn't know if it was going to be worth it, but I kind of wish I would have, because after that picture with the thumbs up, he said, "Just so you know, it's some of the best conditions we've had all year." And I was like, of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Because I didn't bring my sled.
Oh no.
So, yeah.
Arctic Cat Matt says there should be no shortage of snow this year if the cold temps stick around.
That's right. I hope.
Yeah.
That's Shauna and myself and Michelle. Michelle is the team lead for one of the other dream teams. So she's a blast. If you ever see Michelle, she gives some of the biggest, bestest hugs in the whole wide world. She's always happy to see everybody. Her family they're all supporters to her. Her son-in-law is my sweep. Her daughter is her sweep, rides with her, I believe. And her husband helps out and her son helps out. Like it's a family affair with them. So it's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
Look at
So
the
that's how it
smoke.
looks for staging. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the smoke. All the
Yeah.
two smokers firing up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool. So each of those rows, would that be a group? Like,
Yep.
so they
Yep.
let one row go, and then you said they wait a few minutes before they let the next
Yep.
row go.
In between. Yep.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, another great shot too from the
Yeah.
drone.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
What advice do you have?
So
What advice do you have for ladies that maybe, like, I'm not even talking about doing rides, but even just getting involved in snowmobiling if they, they obviously see their husbands going away on trips or riding around, and they they're hesitant about maybe getting behind the bars on a machine. What advice do you have for someone like that?
reach out to Facebook groups, reach out to other friends, talk to your husband, make him take you. But not necessary. Another thing I hear a lot of times is I'm not fast enough. I'm just learning, and everybody had to learn somewhere. We all had to learn somewhere. So get out, just try it. There's a lot of Facebook groups that you can go on. There's different ones that are just for women so that you can ask questions and not feel, and no shade to any guys,
Yep.
but just sometimes when a lady asks a question, sometimes you get a bit of a snarky remark back, and sometimes you just want somebody to give you that, education and not give you like, well, you should know how to do that. So it's nice. There's a lot of ladies Facebook pages that you can go on and search out, even reach out to your local clubs, because there might be other ladies that are in your area that are riding, and it's always nice to reach out and find like new friends. There's nothing wrong with that. So get out, try it, and don't miss out, because it's like the best. It's the best.
Yeah.
It's my therapy, my favorite time.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
No, that's very good advice. Another great group shot here.
Yeah, we usually do that one every year. It's always fun.
Yeah, neato.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's where we do our opening ceremonies. So it's always, everybody always tries to get a picture in front of that, because it's kind of the big apple, the big thing that you want to be in front of. It's like standing in front of the Eiffel Tower or whatever. You
Yeah,
just want to
that's
know that you're there. So you're like, yeah, we made it. This is awesome. So
that's good. And
yeah.
that's a little thank you to all the people that
Yeah.
donated and the sponsors
Yeah.
and that type of thing. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like there's a podium there to the left. Is that where they do the
That's where,
awards?
nope, that's where Susie does her opening ceremony remarks and things like that. So she stands up there so that everybody can see her. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, we do our awards on Saturday night after dinner. There she is there. Yeah, we do our awards Saturday evening after dinner so that we can find out who gets the mishap award, because there's always going to be something that happens. So that one doesn't get announced until or figured out until later that day, when all the teams get back and everybody shares their story of what has happened throughout the ride. If anybody put her in the rhubarb, or if anybody blew a belt and did something crazy, or so.
Yeah. Excellent.
And that's Jake. So he's our sweep. That's who rides with us. And
So
he's had to pick a few sleds up.
Each group has their own sweep as well.
Yep.
That's great.
Yep. Each group has their own sweep, and everybody has a team lead and a sweep. We have technically two sweeps. We have my team has Tara is our sweep, and then Jake is our back sweep. He's our guy that rides with us. So yeah.
Neat. Are all the sweeps guys, or do you have some girl sweeps as well?
Yeah. No, most of the sweeps are guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of them are. Yep. I think on almost all the teams, other than the odd time when we've had the odd OPP lady that's ridden. I believe they're all gentlemen. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's my second sled. That's my second sled.
That's a skidoo.
My
There you go.
O2, yeah, that's my O2 500 Legend. Yep. Yeah, that's my second sled.
Right on. Is there any snowmobiles
back
that
in
you
the
wish
day.
you never sold that you wish you would have hung on to?
I liked my last sled. I had a 20. It's in there somewhere. 2012 Polaris Rush was 600. I liked my wrap. I loved my wrap that I had on it, because I had it. It was designed for my tattoo, so that was one of my favorite ones, because she was really, really pretty. But I really like my new sled. I really, really do. So I'm sure someday when I sell it and get something else, I'll be like, oh, I missed that one, but got to move on up. Got to move on up.
What year is yours?
Right now is a 22.
22.
22. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next step up would be getting something with dynamics on it, right? To kind of put you
Yeah.
to the next
Oh, yeah.
level would
Yeah.
be really cool. Right.
I was the sled, actually my 22 that I have, somebody snow checked it and then something happened and it wasn't going to work out for her. So I just got what she had picked. I was gonna look at something else, but then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try this. And then maybe in a couple years I'll, try moving on up a little bit more and see what I like. But I haven't looked for anything. All I wanted was snow again this year. It took me 2 years to break in my 22 because we had no snow. So it was really hard to get out. And it was frustrating, especially around this area, not having any snow to start me out. So oh, that was my 2006. That one actually had lights on it. When I bought it, I could flick my little switch and it would glow red too. So yeah.
Oh, underglow. Yeah. Okay.
My 500 SS.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that's
the
great.
500 SS.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Those are amazing sleds. 600 cc
That
engine in them.
That was a great sled. Actually, it was super comfortable. I really did like it. And was such a difference from the Legend, just with that chassis. It's such a different ride. Yeah.
Tim wanted to know if the resort has a deal to ski for the husbands while the wives are out riding.
I think they might actually, because your husband, you can, like, husbands can come and stay with you in the resort if they want to. They can have dinner as well. You just have to pay a little bit for that, obviously. But I think they do have some type of package that you could probably talk to them about. The resort is closed down to just us for the weekend, so that would be something you'd have to talk to the resort about. Say, I'm coming because she's coming, but I'd like to do a ski package. Is there anything I could do? I'm sure that is something they could do. Yeah.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, because I guess they'd have the hill running, so it just mattered they wouldn't have any
Oh yeah.
accommodation.
Yeah. We sit and watch them at breakfast, going up and down.
No, that wrap is
That's
sick.
That's pretty cool.
That is nice.
I love that wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my old one. That's my 2012. It was a 600. Yeah, Rush.
I know a good wrap guy if you want wraps done.
Oh, do ya?
Yeah.
Do ya?
I do know a very
if you ever
good
need
wrap
one,
guy.
let me know. I'll help you.
Yeah. Okay. No, I love that one. I designed it off my tattoo. I said I want it to kind of look like this, and so that was fun.
Nice. Oh, good.
That's what I have now.
There's
That's my
lights,
600.
There's
yes. So I have the whiteout lights on, but then my hand guards are actually Polaris. They do light up. They're just Polaris ones. But yeah, that's the whiteout kit from LJE. And I love it. And they just came out with a pink one, but I don't have that one yet. But I should maybe put that on there. I should maybe talk to Len and say, hey.
Yes.
So yeah.
He's busy. Like he
picked up some
post
steam.
is he's sold out of kits and
he does really well at shows. Like I actually, the first year I asked for that, he sold out of it. So I had to wait till the second year, and I bought it from him when I was in Novi actually. So yeah.
Your handguards, the Polaris handguards, you can change the color of those, right?
Not those ones. Those were the original ones that came out. They're just white, but the year after, the next year, I think you could buy the ones that you could change the color on.
Yeah. We rode with the 9R last year, and the guy had or what was that one the guy from the US had, and he had the blue. It was a blue sled, and he had the handguard lights in blue.
Oh, last year?
It wasn't a 9R. It was
no, it was a boost. It was an 850.
Boost.
It was an 850 129 boost.
The boost. Yeah. It looked sick. Like it was distracting. It was so awesome looking. Yeah.
Those were a Christmas gift. My boyfriend surprised me with those. I didn't even ask for them. He goes, I just thought you'd like these. I went, good man.
Love them.
I don't need flowers. I like sled parts.
Yeah, there you go.
It's cool. Yeah, we've had the whiteouts. When we had him on his show, he actually sent us a whole bunch of stuff to give away at our ride and stuff.
Yep.
We actually got a set of whiteout lights for our Gen 4, but we have a bumper from B Power that we got given, so like a big adventure front bumper, so it'd cover the lights anyways. So we've had them just sitting on our shelf, and it worked out perfect now that I got another Gen 4.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
can't wait to put them
perfect.
on.
It's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
They
good.
they're amazing. Super easy install. And like they light up. Like people when I have them on, like they look at you as they're going past. Like, what is that? And I'm like, yep,
Yeah.
I love it.
So, like, I haven't opened the package yet, but is there a switch on your dash, or where do they plug in?
Yeah, you have to drill a little hole,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then it's got just a flick switch. Yep, quick,
Nice.
easy.
Oh, right on.
Cool.
Perfect. Can't wait.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make sure you've got a good heat gun because it made a world of difference for me. So
Yeah.
yeah,
To heat to warm
yeah,
it up before and
yeah.
after
Just
you
make sure
put
it's
'em
ready
on.
to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So
Yeah, those ones, yours are just plainly adhesive, where the Skidoo ones have,
yeah,
there's two little bullet, like plastic plug
yeah,
bullets that actually hold the grill in place. And part
yeah,
of the whiteout light actually is clipped in with
Yeah.
that thing.
So you like pull like this little, you
yeah.
pull your front grill off, you put the light on, and then you bolt the grill back.
And
Like
then
you,
put it on. Yeah,
you actually
Yeah.
have new
It'll be cool.
pieces to go on, which is
gotcha.
really cool. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are just right on my belly pan, so it's super easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the garage. That's my
nice.
garage.
That's your garage. I love the helmet rack.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're looking for
Well,
inspiration.
I didn't know what else to do with them.
I
I'm like,
know.
what do you do with them?
Yeah.
You gotta do some with them. I just leave them there like that, and then I grab what I want when I need it.
Yeah,
It's
that's very
handy.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
That sled color is amazing. I love it.
I do too.
The
Yeah.
lime green and gray.
I wasn't sure at first, and then I was actually saying that to my boyfriend the other night. I said, when I first bought it, because it was a snow check and it was somebody else's choices, I was like, the gray, the green, the black, And I'm kind of partial to it. I really like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
cool.
that's the nice thing about
Yeah.
Polaris Snow Check, that if you do go through the process, it's really cool that you get
Yeah.
to pick all the colors. It's one of the things
All
that
the
Polaris
stuff.
has over Do and Arctic Cat. It's because you
Yeah.
really, it makes sense, because when you're pre-ordering something, they are making it in advance. It's kind of silly that you don't have a lot of choice with Skidoo
Yeah.
and Cat. I really like the Polaris builder, like people, because it's a lot of the times people's sleds are pretty unique. You never see, because someone will do a different spindle color, a different ski loop color, want to do
Yeah.
different color rails or whatever.
Yeah.
It's really neat that way.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
And their
like-
color palette is amazing. Like the
Yeah.
range of colors you can pick. Like if you ever go through, like I like that charcoal gray with the green. Uncle Buck's is basically the same as this, but he uses the light gray.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
the
like
light-
the yeah.
the light gray on, and he has it on the 9R. So always at the formula there.
Yeah,
There's my greasy triple.
that's freaking cool.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. My back hurts and my knees hurt just looking at it, but it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, they were fast, but they
Fighting with the
didn't ride
choke
good.
and oh yeah. No.
Yeah, with the primer
Primer.
pump. Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah. Yeah, that was
Oh.
it.
Good sounding sled though.
Yep. Yeah.
Does vintage sleds turn your crank at all, or is that something you're not remotely?
You know, I look
interested in?
at them online when they're on, like when people are selling them, and they do look like a blast. I don't have room to keep them here. Like where I live, I don't have a place to keep them, but it would be fun. Like there's some that we look at and I'm like, oh, that would be fun to just bomb around on. I don't know if I'd want to go long distance on them.
Yeah.
God bless the people that do, man, because it looks fun, but I can, like I said, I can feel it just watching them do it. So you kind of get spoiled when you get like comfortable on them, and on something like the newer ones that have all the suspension and all the comfy seats and everything like that. And getting to go back to that, I don't know. I would probably do it for fun, but I haven't found anything, and I have nowhere to keep it. So
Yeah.
that's what I gotta. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. It's I always get down the marketplace whole rabbit hole, and
Oh,
it's like, oh,
so
man.
much on there.
Yeah.
So much on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always funny. It's always funny to see what people are asking for things too, like how much. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What? You want how much for that?
Yeah.
What?
There's
So
a few
yeah.
deals to be had out there.
Yep.
You know
Yep.
what you're looking for sure.
Yep.
That's a spotless trail. Was that this year?
Yeah. That was
Really?
last year. That was last year.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Last year. Yeah.
Man.
It was perfect. Yeah. Sometimes you get perfect days.
Yeah. See, I like the black hood, the gray, charcoal gray
Mhm.
side panels, and just a touch of green
Mhm.
on it just makes it pop.
Yeah.
That looks so
Yeah.
cool. Oh, Blair
Oh,
Morgan.
that's yeah. There's Christy Carson and I. I was at work in Toronto show, And yeah, he was there with who else was there? Carl Klooster was there too.
nice.
And actually, it was Carl that took this picture. But yeah, so I remember seeing Blair race when I was younger, like going and watching him. So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, he's great. He's so humble,
Yeah.
at the shows.
Such a nice guy.
Yeah.
They were actually shortly after that we were discussing like where they were talking about where they were going for dinner or something, and we were laughing about what they were talking about. So
Yeah. No, he's such a great guy. Love running
Yeah.
in him. Christy, we ran into on the trails a lot too, here and there. It's she's a
Yeah.
great rider.
yeah.
8As.
Yeah.
You go every year, or
That
is that your
was-
first year last
No,
year?
this was my first year last year. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my first one. Yeah.
A lot
No,
of
it was a blast. Holy smokes.
Yeah, it's
What a world.
you
What a
can't-
world.
I know, you can't imagine. Like it's hard to believe. We went for a first time last year, like 2 years ago, and it was like,
Yeah.
we thought it'd be a one-time thing, and it's like, holy crap!
It's
there's
not
nothing.
just another sled show at all. It's undescribable to anybody.
It's hard to, yeah.
If you've been to the Toronto sled show,
Yeah.
you can't, and you're like, well, it's just me. It's not. It's no. Like
No.
no, it is.
Not even close.
This is the snowmobile show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been to New Hampshire grass drags in Epping, and which is another like outdoor event like this, which has a lot of the same kind of things, but Heydays is so much bigger, and just so different. Like honestly, the Snow Barons, they have it nailed down. Like those volunteers, they have it down to an art. Like it is just watching the behind the scenes, watching like when I was there for setup and everything, I could not believe what a like well-oiled machine, very well run. It's amazing. God
Yeah,
bless
right.
them for doing all that work. Like it's nuts.
Yeah, even managing the field parking is just,
Mhm.
it would be
Yeah.
mind-boggling, right? Like
I know.
People like the swap meet.
the swap
Lots.
meet
I saw
Yeah.
I saw the picture. It was actually the first year we went, when Muskoka Freerider went with in the Deviant Ink booth and all that kind of stuff with
Yep.
Backwoods.
Yeah.
He had a picture. He took a drone shot on the day where all of the vendors and all of the swap meets are coming in, where they close the road and both lanes are in.
Yeah.
He did a drone shot
Yep.
up on that main road that leads up front, and it's just trucks and trailers forward.
And there's just
it's
I know,
all
it's
the way to the
unreal.
interstate, apparently.
It's unreal. And then when you go to leave, because I had to leave to catch my flight to come back home.
Yeah.
When you go to leave, they have like troopers out there stopping traffic so that you don't even have to stop. They're just pushing you through stop signs, like just go, 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 because they're trying to clear the place out. Like, yeah, they
that's
have it down to an
great.
art, man. It's amazing. It is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. I will say too,
Yeah.
it's the group we go with is pretty awesome as well, in the sense that I think if you and I just showed up and we walked it by ourselves, we'd probably get bored fast. But it's just so there's just so much to see and do there, and the swap
Yeah.
meets are just the swap meets the most fun part, because it's
It's cool.
clarity.
It's
right?
huge.
Yeah.
God, it's huge.
It's huge, and
Yeah.
everybody's selling everything from
Everything. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna
Yeah.
find there.
We did our that was my idea when we were driving up. I said, I want to buy the least snowmobile related item from the swap meets, and our entire crew did it. I ended up with a golf bag push cart. He ended up with a pen, but it was like Cars, like the movie Cars, the Sally
Yep.
Porsche pen.
Yep.
Massar ended up with a set of bookends that were cast iron bells. Another guy ended up with a pocket fisherman.
Yeah.
And
the winner was
was a garage, like a garage door opener for the side of your garage.
Yeah.
Like he bought one of those, and then
Like the keypad.
just
the
the keypad,
just the keypad. And then as a bonus with the keypad, he got 50 feet of coaxial cable, like
for a
phone line,
TV.
like phone line coaxial, 50 feet of it for like $5 at Heydays.
No, he only paid like $1 for it.
I thought it was like $5.
I think it was
Okay.
$2, and they got it for $1. But yeah, it's
So when you're crossing the border, anything to declare my pen, my bookends.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I should have declared
My garage
pen.
door opener.
Yeah. I think everybody only spent like $5. It was just fun because I'm like, not all of us are gonna leave with a snowmobile here today, but we can all leave with something that's worth $5, right? I think honestly, we all basically didn't spend more than $5 on anything that we bought.
Yeah,
which was like, I think the
That's
funniest thing
awesome.
about it. Just get involved, anyways.
yeah. No, it's kind of cool. But no, everything to see there. It's great event.
Yeah. It
We
is.
talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
That's me. That's Lisa Whiteman, actually, who you've had on the show, who
Yeah,
did the
right
1,000 Mile
on.
Challenge. Yeah, she came to one of our ATV events, the Mud Ride for Kelly, a couple years ago.
Right
Yep.
on.
So that was a fun time. Yep.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
ATC Corral, is
Yeah.
that who the sponsor was that
Yep.
day? Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
They sponsored quite a bit of it for the Mud Ride. Yep.
Yeah,
That was a fun
yeah.
time. Yeah.
Where was that held?
Yeah. In Harcourt, Wilberforce Harcourt area. So
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
really technical? Like, is there something riding for
Some of it,
everybody?
sometimes, yep. For that one, we have two different crews that go out, so it can be really technical. And then depending again on weather, sometimes it can be really muddy. So just depends on what we got, whether you're doing a lot of mud riding or a lot of rock climbing. So yeah,
Yeah.
they have a couple different options for people. Yeah, it's cool. That's at Heydays. That's us with Miss Snowflake. She's one of the ladies that came to the DSG booth. They're always at like Eagle River and things like that for the Derby and things. So she popped by when we were in the booth, and that was a cold day because we had like frost that day at Heydays. I couldn't believe how cold it was. That was nuts
Was that the
in
day it
September.
rained in the afternoon too?
Yeah, yeah,
That was the
yeah,
worst part this year. Was it was
yeah.
cold and
I
it
know, all the rain.
rained like mad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, yeah. That rain put a damper on things for sure. Oh,
Yeah.
that's me. That's 2017, 2018, something like that. That's at Epping at the Grass Drags.
Oh,
Tucker
cool.
Hibbert was there doing autographs and stuff. Yeah. So
That's awesome.
yeah. Actually, I think Arctic had something big come out that year too. Don't ask me what it was. I cannot remember.
2017 would have been the
Um,
Turbo. Would have been Thundercat Turbo.
Oh yeah, probably.
2017 was the year that the factory Sidewinder
mhm.
Turbo and Thundercat came out.
Yeah.
Cause cause it was a big deal when he was there doing all the
I'm sure at the
stuff and
Grass Drags
signing
that was
and
a big
things.
deal.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Jody, there's Jody McKay. She's Pink Ribbon Riders, so she's kind of the American. If anybody goes to any of the shows in the states, Syracuse or Novi or any of those wide open Wisconsin, I think she's at all of those doing the Pink Ribbon Riders, which is a similar thing to Kelly Shires. They do money for the states in each state there, I believe is how they do it. So she's been doing it for years and also really great. I believe she knew Kelly, but she does know Susie. So
Yeah. Right on. I
super
guess
awesome lady trying to help out.
they probably would cross paths. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
as
Yep.
far as the fundraising
Yeah.
organizations go.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So yeah.
Oh,
MJ Thompson. Good old MJ.
Yeah.
She's a friend. Yeah. Love MJ. We always have good chats when we're together. So
she's all right.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was yeah, she's all right. I think that was when we were in Syracuse. That was at the Syracuse Big East show.
Yeah.
So
Oh, excellent.
yeah.
You do a lot of shows then.
I've done for quite a few years. Yeah, it's my favorite. If I could do shows all the time, I would. I love doing shows. I love meeting people and helping people out and things like that. That's us and that's my friend Beth and I in Novi last year. Yeah. So
Very cool. Is Novi a decent
yeah.
show? People always ask me to
Yeah,
go.
people
'cause
always
it's
say
pretty
like,
complimentary.
"Oh, go to Novi," and
Yeah.
I went to school and I went to university in Windsor, so it was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
Drew, you should go to the Novi show." And it's not
Yeah.
actually wasn't too far.
Well, when you've been to Toronto's so big. I'm not gonna talk like outdoor like Heydays because that's a
Yeah.
different beast. Toronto is such a big show that Novi is a lot smaller. It's kind of like more, if you were gonna put it somewhere, I would say Hall 1 at Toronto show
Okay.
would be the size of Novi, like just that front hall at the very front of the
Right.
show. It would be the size of square footage you would have. Maybe maybe a bit more than that. But yeah, so it's not as big, but you still have like you'll see all the American um dealers there, like different like mom and pop shops will be there. Woody's is there, Caliber's there, TechFest is there. You'll see all of the ones that you would see in Toronto. And then Up North Sports is one of the big ones that you'd see at Novi. That's what booth I'm in there. And then there's a couple, yeah, there's a few different ones. It's just no, I wouldn't say it's as big, and
Yeah.
it's one of the last shows. So if you're gonna get deals, people go there. But again, with our dollar right now, a lot of Canadians used to go to it all the time. I'm finding they're not, maybe not as much, um, just because of the dollar and having to pay
Yeah.
duty or pay exchange and things like that. But it's not a bad show. It's not a bad show, but you're not going to see any dirt bikes or doing any tricks or anything like that. It's pretty much just sled stuff. So,
But is
yeah.
is it all sled focused, or do you get like the foot massagers and heat
No,
lamps and
that one I can say is m- 95% sled focused. There's maybe some guy there trying to sell you insurance, and somebody was selling pickles a couple years ago. They were actually really good pickles though. There's always like the sticker guys there with the big table of
yeah,
stickers.
yeah,
He's
that's
usually
cool
always
though.
there. But yeah, that one is definitely a lot more snowmobile saturated than Toronto, where they're doing massages or whatever
Yeah.
else,
That
selling you
massage
rain
thing at the
gutters and
Toronto
things like
show
that.
this year was weird.
That was very weird. I was not sure what to say to that when I saw that. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
definitely different.
yeah, very strange. So, but yeah, that's good to know. I might get down there one year because people say
Yeah.
that, oh yeah, it's decent, and it's, they did. I did hear that comment that it wasn't. You don't get the crazy, stupid vendors that are just getting to blow up exhibits,
Yeah.
and
Like
they're
just
not
yeah,
even,
just
yeah,
bring something in.
they wouldn't know the difference between a snowmobile or, you know
Yeah.
bag of
Yeah.
potato
No, it's
chips.
true.
Yeah,
Um, it's a lot of like UP stuff too. So they have a lot of the like Upper Peninsula clubs and resorts and places and things that. So it's heavy, obviously, because it's Michigan, so it's heavy with that stuff too, which is kind of cool. So if you're planning a trip to go that way, they've got like their clubs and things are there. So yeah, pop
yeah,
in and see them to
nice.
plan stuff. Yeah. hmm That was at Peterborough because we go to Sledorama too and sell tickets
Nice.
at Sledorama.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, yep. Grateful to have a spot there and
awesome.
them have us there to do that.
That was
Yeah.
apparently a really good show this year.
Yeah.
It was very good. It was
Yeah,
very good this
yeah,
year. It had a really good turnout. Yeah.
yeah. And like that's
Yeah.
one show where people say shows are getting worse and worse. I hear Sledorama this
Gets
year
better
was
and
better
better.
than,
Just gets
it's
better and
getting
better.
better and better. So
Yeah.
yeah,
The swap is huge. Like
yeah,
it was really busy. Yeah. Like tons of stuff. Yeah, it was really good.
Our fellow YouTuber, Redneck Dirty Hands, that we're good friends
Yep.
with, always tells us to get down there for that,
yeah.
get up there for that show.
Yeah.
But
He
it's
was
always,
like
always at a
he was
weird
like
time. And it's always on a
3.
Sunday, so it's tough for us.
Yeah, it's a sun and it's a Sunday from like early to late, but actually it went a little bit. It used to be like 8 to 4. I think it was 9 this year, but yeah, he was actually 3 booths over from me in the same building. And
Right
they
on.
were pretty busy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on. It'd be loud.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You hear a lot of all
Yeah,
day
that's
long, too.
right.
Get-
Maybe might have heard a bit of that.
Yeah.
So that's my club, a couple people from my club out doing club stuff, which thank you to all the volunteers and all of the groomers and everybody who makes everything happen, because without volunteers and stuff, we couldn't do all the fun stuff out on the trails. So
That's cool. Stony
yeah.
Keppel, did they have a clubhouse burned down?
No. Owen Sound had a
No one
clubhouse
sounded?
burned down.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Greybury's,
Did
yeah,
it get
Greybury's,
that
yeah.
was last year? Did it get rebuilt or
Yeah.
it did?
No.
Not yet?
No. Nope.
Wow.
I don't know if it will be. I hadn't heard anything about it, but have you ever been to our clubhouse, the Stony Couple
I
Clubhouse?
can't say I
No?
have.
Okay.
I can't say I have. You have to
Well,
look
you
that
should
up.
swing by.
Whereabouts is
It's
it?
a nice one.
Is it?
It's in Hepworth.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. No, we'll have to get up
Yep.
there for sure.
Whereabouts is that? Hold
Yeah,
on,
we
just
got to go
figuring out
fix up
whereabouts.
some trails probably
Oh.
tomorrow, because there was ATVs, not ATVs, side by sides out ripping
on the
around.
closed trails and ran over stakes what looked to be on purpose and broke a whole bunch. So
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
so
no.
we let our club know, and we're kind of, because we did it. We went out
Yeah.
yesterday when we took those pictures with my sled. It was we went out just to do like a we just take a look at the trails
trail
in the
check.
area
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're trying to open them this week. Hopefully,
Yeah,
fingers
same.
crossed, our area opens because we're like the last. So it's like south just ends and it starts at New Dundee Snowmobile Club and then Drumbo. So we're hoping
then
that we
goes-
open,
yeah.
but it's like, we were pretty disappointed to see that. So
Yeah.
We had like with the rain, some of our stakes fell down and things like that. The guys were out fixing, and then we had a bunch of wind too, so we had some big trees down. So again, the guys were out, like some of the crew was out fixing and dropping trees down. I did notice shortly before I came on tonight with you guys that the Sobel has some trails open. It's listed as limited, it's yellow, but
Great.
they're open. We have a lot of swamp in this area too, a little bit of water, so we got to wait for that to always participate and freeze up.
yeah,
Otherwise, bad
you've
things
rode that
happen,
area before. I was not
Yeah.
involved in that trip. He rode that area 10 years
Yeah.
ago now, and his video was basically more of a mud bog. It was mid-season, but it was one of those years where it wasn't a very good season. I want to say it was
Wasn't
2017.
cold,
You were
yeah.
probably there.
Yeah.
2017 or 2016.
There's some nice areas to ride through in there. I like that area for sure.
Yeah.
We'll have to get up
Yeah.
there. Yep. Arctic Cat Matt says you need to ride up to Stony Keppel Clubhouse, Gary, and do great clubhouse and awesome trails up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael DeJulio says, great job tonight by Amy. Thank you, Gary and Drew. Another great Monday night. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was thinking when I seen that logo, I thought, was it that clubhouse because that was a shame because it was a really nice clubhouse that went up in flames. So, but yeah, you never know. And we had a conversation just, I was talking to the guest that's going to be on next week actually. And we were talking about the Doug Ford and the Ontario government kicking in to open the trails and stuff. And it's like, everybody was so angry when, the OFSC couldn't raise prices and the trails we were going to lose trails, and then we get them back. And like, I guess the message for me to people is now don't be idiots. You know what I mean? Like respect the trails because you might not have had them. Like, I mean, we reopened new section here. We opened a new section, then we actually got all the old sections back, and it was like, respect these, right? And then you go out and we're told to go out and just have a look at some of the sections of trail around our area.
Yeah,
and sure enough, it's like Drew goes, oh, this has all been changed. And I said, from last year, and I said, yeah, we lost this one landowner wouldn't let us on this year, and it was that field that we actually rerouted through where the side-by-sides were ripping up. And it's like, you know what? And it's again not could be snowmobilers, who knows, but it's not. Yeah. We know who did it. But it's it's just a shame that we're gonna lose. We'll probably lose that field just because of things like that if it doesn't stop. So
it's so frustrating because like people don't realize how much legwork goes into it, how much behind the scenes, how many meetings in July and August and September to plan stuff, and then like for us to have to lose trail. That was hard and frustrating. And then to go to landowners and say, thank you for your 25, 30 years of, and then, but we might be back. And then it was like, oh my God, we're back. I'm sorry. Can we, and then it was almost Christmas and people had family things and everybody was trying to get stuff done. And then we were on this time frame because we got snow, which we're normally ready. We're always ready. And then we're just waiting on Mother Nature to bring us the white gold and then we can start. But this year it was like, we were ready, but then they were like, well, here's more. And then we were all in a bit of a panic. Now it got done, everything got done, and then we got that thaw again, and then we have to get back out and fix things again. And so, yeah, when people are clowns, it's so frustrating because I saw somebody post today, I can't remember what club it was. They showed a trail and then they showed somebody had gone way off and out and they said, why? Please tell me why. Why did you do this way out and around? Because there's probably winter weed or something and it's going to, possibly cause you to lose a trail because somebody was an idiot. So
yeah, that was actually Hillsburg Snow Roamers that posted.
Oh, that's
that.
what it. Yes, that's right.
Like,
it was.
That's
yes.
our that's Corey Brock's club. Who's in the chat,
yes,
right?
Corey's. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's even worse. Like some of them you see and it's just, they're on the other side of the stake, which is dumb as
Yeah.
well. But that was a blatant way out.
Way
It's
out.
like,
It's not even like you were trying to turn around to go back to your buddy or somebody got
No,
stuck and you
no.
quick. It was like, yeah, it's so frustrating to see stuff like that because like all the work that goes into it and one person can ruin it for
Yeah.
everybody. And it really,
Yeah. I love the comments on that. If you read the comments on that post, and it's like, it was probably bumpy. It's the smoother part of the trail is the part that was groomed and packed, and the actual the field has been actually leveled, right?
yeah,
And they go out
yeah,
in the bumpy old field, who
yeah.
knows what they
Like
wrecked on their sled going through there. Like, yeah,
knock your teeth out.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I don't know. So like that's a frustrating part is that when it's a snowmobiler doing it, probably didn't
Yeah.
have a permit anyway or doesn't support the clubs.
No.
But when it's a snowmobiler doing it, it's a real kick in the pants because we just about lost these trails and now we get them
Yeah.
back and you're just being an idiot, right?
Yes,
And
yeah.
Yep.
it's like,
Hey, Corey
Yeah.
actually just put that field is already on the chopping block, the one that you're talking about in that picture.
Oh,
yeah, sad to hear. So,
yeah, that's
but
too bad.
yeah, and I know, and I don't even know how you'd educate people not to do that. I think fines should be steeper. I think it should be you could get your sled impounded, just like the MTO does or MNR with fishing
Oh yeah.
violations. I think it should be treated the same way. I think that if you made it so that if you're riding without a permit or you're trespassing or you're even not in the stakes, I get it if, like you said, if it's a mistake, you blow a corner, or
Yeah.
you're turning
Yeah.
around to meet your buddies and you just go a little bit out. But when you
Yeah.
blatantly are riding off trail when you're specifically asked not to, that's not good. I mean,
I will note that this year, that I've been out, I'm noticing a lot more stay on trail, permission revoked, winter wheat, stay on trail, stay on trail. I'm seeing a lot more clubs are putting a lot more of those out and more than I've seen in past.
oh, good.
Yeah.
And then I've also seen like on some property, like where the landowner has put like a sign, like stay on the trail. Like they
Yeah.
might just have it nailed to a tree or whatever, and they've written it in marker on a piece of wood. But yeah, because it's true. Like there's so much work that goes into it. And when people don't, they don't respect it, it ruins it for all the rest of us who do try to be, courteous.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. In this case here, if it was one or two stakes that they actually fishtailed and knocked over, then so be it. But when there were so many that were, I think, driven over, that it's just I mean, we just went through a short section. If we kept going, I imagine
Yeah.
they had kept going, and it's like, I don't know. It's sad to see.
We've had people drive over like snow fence and stuff. You're trying to
Yeah.
keep them out of a spot, and then they drive over snow fence, or they take like stakes out to block something, and they throw them in the bush. And I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah,
yeah. And then you're trying to apologize to landowners, and and it's not you that's done it, and you're apologizing for somebody else's
Yeah.
stupidity.
Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah.
yeah. That's the thing. The comment that Corey probably made it on that post, or whoever they're moderating that post was, is that you haven't talked to the landowners, you haven't staked these trails, you haven't done any of the work,
And you don't deal with the consequences.
yeah, you're not
No.
you're not, yeah. So it's
No.
that's a tough situation, right?
Yeah.
So we got the trails back. Don't be dicks. That's my message
be
for
dicks.
tonight.
Don't be a
Can we
dick.
get that on a shirt,
We
actually?
can.
Don't
Can
be
that be our
don't
first?
be a dick.
Can that be our new
Yeah.
merch for this year?
Yeah.
With the Ontario, with the OFSC map on it, we just got our trails back. Don't be dicks.
Yeah.
And then 2 orange stakes.
I'll wear that when I go meet Doug
Yeah.
Ford.
Yes.
The how many kilometers of trails does Stony Keppel manage?
170
Right. That's a big
kilometers.
big area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
a good job. Any lookouts or anything like that? Like, what are the hot spots?
Yep. We have Skinner's Bluff,
Okay.
which a lot of people like to go up to. Again, that kind of depends on weather because it's a bit rocky and to get in. But
Probably where you bent your nun on your 800.
Oh, that might be. Is it along the side of a escarpment?
yes, and then you can look out into
Yep.
the bay. Up.
Yeah, we went up
Yep.
there.
Yeah, he
Yep.
went up there on his on his rev and hit like a
There's something
like a stone or
on the
something
s-
in the
yeah.
trail, and his whole side he
Oh.
jerked like this. And he's like, "Whoa!" And then his whole front end was like
It was-
out of alignment. Bad.
yeah.
I don't know if we've seen a rev with a worse.
So
None.
if you notice, our club name is Stony Keppel for a reason.
Yes.
Stony's, yeah.
Yeah. There's that.
So that's why we need a lot of snow sometimes.
Yeah. And just below at the bottom of that, it goes
Yeah.
across the river and the bridge. That's such a beautiful
Yeah.
area. Yeah, we got to get there.
There's some cool places.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna hear.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll pull it.
go
Pull it
to-
up big.
go
Pull it
to-
up big, Dad.
yeah.
Go over to the right. You're on the wrong monitor. Oh, right.
Oh yeah, right here. Hold on.
So that where my
Yep.
pin is
Yep.
the lookout. So if
Yep.
you guys
Cool.
want to find it, it's right up the elephant's.
That's it.
Right on the elephant's tail, just above his arse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a great. Yeah, I didn't realize that's a bluff. That is high too when you're going up there.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I'd love
Yeah,
to
it's
go
pretty
back
cool.
there. Yeah.
I've never been to that area, and I remember missing out on that ride. I think I had hockey or something that night or that day, and I always wanted to go back.
You're right though. Like that was early season. It just had opened,
And it was
and we went out of Collingwood and rode over there, and
Yeah.
it was powder. There's probably a foot of powder, and then it was just dirt underneath. There was
Yeah.
nothing, right? But yeah.
And if you're there on a really clear day, you can see so far out. It's so beautiful. It's really nice.
Very cool. It was snowing, I think,
Yeah.
that day we were up there. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was awesome. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my.
we don't
Owen
get a lot of
Sound-
sun.
I think it's the Collingwood Owen Sound ride is the video that's on there. So But,
old school mud
it's
brats.
old. Yeah,
It
it's
might not be-
Snowbrats,
it might-
says on the yeah, that's it. Snowbrats.
Snowmobiling
Owen Sound.
first ride OFSC trails.
Yeah, that was fun.
It might be hard to watch. It's an old one.
No, it's a
10
good-
years ago.
It's a good watch. It's one of my better ones. I got worse over time.
January 18th, 2016.
Yeah, 2016 is when I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. Anyways.
A year or 10 years ago yesterday.
Yep.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, but lots of snow. No shortage of snow. Yeah, because you hit the rail line too. There was a rail line from Collingwood to that area, and yeah, we seen quite a bit of area.
Oh, here's you riding. I'm trying to see
Yeah.
if there's actually a part where you had a picture of the lookout, but
me
I
and
don't believe
me and George
so.
went. That's the bridge.
No,
You're
there
right
was
after-
it was
yeah.
like 8
and
of you. went.
you go up the like the switchbacks to get up to the top.
Yep.
Before you hit that
Yep.
that part that goes up the
Big
escarpment.
rock walls and stuff.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Neat. A lot of fun. Oh, we're not on the-
Sorry.
There
I
we
went to
go.
the next picture and you're not there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Awesome.
Oh, that's just working at a show. That's Novi
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Helping people out.
With DSG.
Yep.
Yeah, that hopefully
Yep.
like is DSG actively working on trying to find distributors up here, or is it kind of a lost hope with the
Yeah, I think they're always just in trying to find anybody who wants to. Again, it kind of came to a halt with the whole tariffs thing.
Yep.
Because they were on, then they were off, then they were on, then they were off, back forth, back forth, back forth. And I think it just kind of, let's just focus on the season because we've had a couple crappy seasons. Let's just focus on the season, like every other outerwear company or any company, I should say,
Yeah.
whether it's snowmobile company, whatever. A lot of people didn't bring a lot of stuff in or do a lot of changes or order a ton of stock because with a couple crappy seasons, you're sitting there waiting for things to happen. But yeah, so with the tariff thing, nobody knew what to do. So I think it's just on the hold for right now. But again, you can still order it. Just
Yeah. Are they made in the USA or are they made offshore?
offshore.
okay.
But but the office is located in Madison, Wisconsin, and yeah, it's female owned and operated. So everybody that works in the office, everybody that works in the warehouse, all ladies. It's all
Nice.
ladies. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's great product, really quality.
There's Len.
There's Len.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's me picking up Nunzio's Blizzard Buster because he needed it picked up when I went to Novi 2 years ago. So I grabbed it for him. So I
Oh,
stopped
hope
in to
you
see
charged-
Len.
I hope
Yeah,
you
and grabbed
charge Nunzio some tariffs on
I
that.
should have. I should have.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Len's a great guy. Enjoyed having him on
He
the
is.
show. And
Yeah,
he's
he's awesome.
He can't even keep up with the new color lights. He's got the new
No.
color he launched. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to get the whiteouts on the sled now.
You'll love it. You'll love it.
We'll have to send him pictures of it.
I like his courtesy light for the signal lights.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna put that on too. Yeah.
I love that. I had it on the mock last year, and the fact you can see the light on the handlebar, and
Yeah,
it's
so
a great
handy.
product. Yeah. That's
the
it. That's all the photos. It's very cool.
Ta-da.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Yeah. So, like, if people want to follow you, I put the link on the comments, and I'll put it.
pinned right now.
I'll pin it in the comments as well. If you want to help out and support Amy in her snow run, that would be great. How do people follow you on Facebook?
Facebook, my name, just Amy Gregorio, and
Perfect.
look for my picture.
There
And
you
then
go. You're up to
oh my gosh.
$4,310 now.
Awesome. Thank you. Holy,
Thanks, guys. I
that's
appreciate
incredible.
guys
Thank you,
stepping up.
everybody. That's incredible.
Yeah, very
Super
awesome.
appreciate.
Glad we got her over 4,000 tonight. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good. I'm glad
that's
we
really
did it.
good.
So sorry about
Oh.
that. I interrupted you.
No,
what's your-
that's okay. It gets me sometimes, so I have to take a second because it means a lot when people support because it's helping other people, which is pretty awesome. So I love snowmobiling, but it's awesome. The cherry on top, helping other people when you're doing it just makes it so much better. So yeah, Facebook, Amy Gregorio, like the cookie but spelt with an I. And then it's AMYMVG on Instagram and TikTok.
Cool.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Right
yeah.
on. Well, thank you
Yeah.
for your time tonight. That's
Thank
so
you guys,
awesome.
and thank you for your support, and thank you for letting me shout out the foundation. It really means a lot. I truly can't thank you enough.
No,
Yeah.
anytime. And I appreciate your
Yeah.
support of our group and being
Yeah.
there in the comments and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's not a big ask. I mean, it's us paying you back as well for being such a great fan and
Thanks.
doing this ride. It's a perfect time for us as well with what we're going through. And and all the best on your ride.
Thank you. I
Send us
super
in some
appreciate
pictures
that.
for the show
Yeah.
the week after.
Will do. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Email them into fanphoto@mudbrats.com. It's up on the screen there for anybody that wants to send in your photos of your rides. They should be coming in hot, fast, and furious there. Yeah. But Corey Brock sends you the heart emoji signs.
Thanks,
lots
Corey.
of love out there. So
Right.
yeah, so we'll roll the credits, but thanks again. And don't forget, show some love for Amy. Let's keep this thing going.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, take care.
It's a journey.